Oh, we really are wearing the same color.
Yeah. Very close. Okay.
Pretty spot on.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
This was not planned.
Well, was it?
Well.
I think you saw it wrong.
I don't think that's how that happened. Alright, hold on. Okay. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Another Friday. Live. Did you put the church fan down?
Yes, I did.
I'm like really hot already. I'm super hot. There you go. Thank you.
Okay, let me see.
Good evening.
All right. I'll see.
What's going
Oh,
on?
lots of comments. Okay, my comments haven't come up yet.
Oh, you haven't come on yet? Okay.
Okay.
Still trying to pull up for chat. That was the Brom Show. Guzman, 106. Still trying to pull up for chat. That was the Brom Show. Lisa Aldridge, Ashley Harris.
Oh, yeah.
I love the shirt color. What happened? What happened with what? Our matching shirts?
Or why are we late?
Or why are we late? Why are we 5 minutes late?
I know. Because it's like fall. Well, not really fall. I'm rushing it up, but it's the end of summer. I always like my burgundy.
Oh, I sprained my wrist, I think. I don't know. I just keep my brace on. So you're like CVS. I told you the other day I hurt my wrist. You're like, well, I have a brace. And so I've been wearing it for the past couple days. But like, I can't bend my wrist this way or like back like it hurts. So I just keep it in a little thing.
Okay, Vanessa Bristol. Hi, Vanessa.
But I can still do wash and go, so all is well.
Yeah, because you heard it the other day, and then I said, would you be able to do it? And we still did
I was
one,
okay
right?
for filming. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, a church fan. Yeah.
I know. Because well, I'm not as hot as you are tonight, though, because it's definitely cooling down here. It's like not
I think
this...
because my pants have fleece inside. My pants have some fleece, so maybe that's why I'm hot.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we do match. Look at that.
We're like so ready for fall.
We definitely
We're so
are.
ready.
I love
Basically,
this
to
color.
me, August is fall.
Yeah.
It's fall.
Yeah.
That's it.
August is when
fall.
I bring out my burgundy.
And now when it's getting ready to be September, it's definitely fall. It's definitely fall.
Let's see.
How's everybody's day? It's Friday. This week flew.
It
flew. How's everybody's day?
It just keeps winding around quick. Okay, we see. I see.
People are ready. Ashley Harris. Anyone watch Aretha Franklin's funeral?
I see Dan, Robert. Okay, we haven't seen.
That's what we spent our Friday doing. The whole
Tina Billingsley.
9 hours of it.
It's our girl Ashley Harris. But did anybody see the funeral?
Yeah,
that's why. That's why we're running late.
I love your makeup, TaylorAnne. LoriAnne, what are you drinking today?
Same thing as usual. Actually, it's just for show because it's almost empty. I have like literally have just a little bit. I didn't have time to go to the store. I was too busy watching the funeral.
We didn't want to miss anything.
Not one thing. I mean, we literally sat there like 8 hours.
We did. We started watching since 10 o'clock this morning.
Give or take bathroom breaks.
Yeah. And we stopped about 7 to get dressed.
We did.
We saw
like 7:10 almost.
7:10.
Right?
Yeah,
we had to wait for the funeral procession.
We're like, wait, they're taking the casket out now.
Yeah.
We gotta see this.
We literally waited to the very last minute, and it was like, oh my gosh, 7:10, and that is not enough time for me to do my 2-hour concealing.
It wasn't. I know. I said to you, I was like, don't do any type of crazy looks tonight because we do not have time.
Yeah. So, all right. So they were talking about it. Who watched it?
Yeah, Ashley Harris said it was a whole day. I felt like I was watching a live stream on steroids, but I needed snacks. I wasn't prepared. Yeah, I had a Subway break, and you went downstairs to make some food, and I had to fill you in. It was during the eulogy when the pastor was up, like, finally.
Yeah.
The pastor got up, like, what, like 6?
Yeah.
Or something? Like,
I like preaching in churches, though, because they just tell like it is, unapologetically, and that's the way it should be. So I like when preachers preach.
So how long was the funeral?
8 hours.
It was 8 hours. It was from...
At 16 minutes, I think someone
It started at, like, 11, and it...
No, the doors were open at 9.
9. Yeah, but then I felt like they kind of got the thing going at, like, 11 o'clock-ish.
Okay, yes. But we sat down around 10, and there was plenty to see at 10.
Yeah.
We saw people filing in the church, so...
yeah, it's almost like award shows where you want to see what people are wearing and who's there.
Yeah.
The first, like, hour or two, and so, like, it was just,
like reason.
panning and scanning the church and who was there.
There wasn't that much to see as far as dress-wise. I mean, everyone kind of...
No, but I just wanted to see who was there. I didn't want to see what people are wearing. I just wanted to see, like, who made it into the building. Like, who made it there.
It really was a who's who.
A who's who,
right?
Yeah.
They really gave her a great send-off.
It was good. It was good.
Hi, Samantha Ivy.
Longest funeral ever. No, it was. It was super long.
What did we expect you to look like? I saw you again today in front of a poster at Ulta, I think. I don't know who that was on the poster, but I saw you. I don't know what I expected you to look like.
Who?
Samantha Ivy, she's like, a couple weeks ago we said I didn't expect you to look like that. You know, I don't know. You talk to people and you get an image, but I don't know what the image was. Maybe I thought maybe a little bit older, maybe.
No, because I think, Samantha Ivy, your Instagram picture is you with like, or at least it was, like a hat on and like straight hair.
Yeah.
But then I was on Diva Curls page one day.
Like hip, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And I think it was you, and I think you left a comment about the super stretch cream. It hadn't dropped yet. You were basically like, let's go, Diva. You said today, like, let's go. Where's the product at? And I clicked on the picture and you had like short curly hair. So like, it was like 2 different images. And I was like, wait, I think this is Samantha Ivy. She has like short curly hair.
Yeah.
Unless that wasn't you and I'm totally completely wrong.
Yeah, who's that? Theta? Is it Theta or Theta Burke? You said 8 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see.
She said, yeah, that was her. Okay, so hey.
I made it mad at myself. Alicia Gonzalez has been slacking on our videos. Okay.
Okay. So Angela Marcinkovich says she wears one. Yeah, it's good. It has like a little thing in there so you can't bend it.
Yeah, 8 hours probably was a little bit extreme, but if you go to black churches, I mean, they're not too far off. Like, we would go, like, leave the house about 8:30, get there about 9:30, and we don't get out till 1 or 2-ish. So how many hours is that?
Well, because from 9:30 to 10:30 was Sunday school, and then from 11 to like 2-ish was the service. So if you only go to the service, it doesn't seem that long. But when you have to wake up at the crack of dawn to do Sunday school and the whole service, then it just seems like a really long day. But I just sprained my wrist. I think I slept on it wrong, and I actually have a really bad habit of cracking. I crack my knuckles and my wrists and that, so it probably is not a good idea. I know it's bad. But
oh, thank you. Vanessa said she loved our refresher video. I know my refreshed again. What is this? What is this in my hair? This is from the refreshing video, right?
Design Essentials and the main choice.
Yep. We didn't drop that one yet, did we?
No, that's coming tomorrow. Another Mix It Up is coming tomorrow, guys.
Okay, so this is a Mix It Up.
I did no editing today. Aretha Franklin's funeral.
So yeah, this is the Design Essentials and the main choice. The 3-in-1. I love that. What a great combination. I think I played with it a little too much today, so it's a little extra curly and dry, but that's alright. It always works itself out.
That's cute though. It has a little frizz. It's cute.
Oh, frizz.
Yeah, it makes some character.
Makes it bigger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine, on the other hand, I did my L. I tried my L.
Right?
Yeah, it's getting better, but it's still very soft.
No, I said big.
What did I do? I did.
My pick.
Oh, Soultanicals, the mango dip something. The mango dip leave-in.
Oh, right. And
dip and slip and
Mayo.
the Mayo custard, and I still can't get that custard to work for me really. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it needs to be a one and done for me because it's kind of heavy.
No, Angela, if you won it, you would have been notified.
Yeah, no, I was like, wait, we had a diva giveaway? No, we didn't.
I know, the week flew by.
It flew. Yeah, the winners were announced on Monday. I forget. I can't remember. But they were.
It was Karen.
I think our Instagram winner was Karen Reeves. Karen Reeves won, and I think CCJ and Alberta James were YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but they were posted. They're posted on the picture on Instagram. They're also pinned in a comment on YouTube.
Oh, Nellie White said spraying the refresher and letting it sit helped a lot, girls. Great tip. Yeah, that was when I found it. That was the thing.
Any protein-free products would recommend. Bridget, Jessie Curl Spiralicious Gel.
Yeah, Karen said she did.
Is a great protein-free product. When my hair was going through protein overload, I used that gel like most of the time during my overload, and it was really great. Jessie Curl Spiralicious Gel. Really good.
So no matter what I do, I will have a frizzy hair. Yeah, I think I'm starting to believe that's the case with me. Sometimes I can I don't know if you never really can knock it out completely. Not even on day one, I don't think.
Frizz?
Yeah, when you start touching it, it's the nature of, at least my hair, it's the nature of my hair, I think. But I don't mind it. You have to kind of have that mindset. You have to change the mindset, and I've changed my mindset. So I can accept it now. It used to drive me crazy. Like, I would have never gone out like this. I remember going to church sometimes and being in the car and looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, I can't turn around. My hair looks a mess. At the time, like, I didn't embrace it. And I was like, oh my gosh. But now, and and even sometimes when I look at some of the videos that I didn't think maybe were successful, I think maybe because of the frizz, but some of them I look back now.
Some of our videos were like, oh my gosh, this is not a good wash. Go. We're looking at it like,
and I think it was because of the bigness of the frizz, but no, I think I like the look.
Yeah, cat caught vlogs. I don't know what's going on. I'm like completely glistening right now. I'm very hot. I'm trying to cool down.
Okay.
I'm trying to cool down. I'm just hot.
All right. I'm going to just step over here and get my Windex. right here. My glasses are, I don't know.
Okay. Sabrina Peralta said, I finally got the Mixed Chicks leave-in conditioner. Can't wait to try it. Hashtag MADCURLS made me do it.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Karen Reeves, yes, it is raining in Connecticut. Well, at least it was when I went and got my Subway.
Really?
Yeah, it was raining.
Okay. I know it's cooled down because I know downstairs it does not feel bad at all. Don't do this at home, kids. They say it's like the worst thing you can do. You take off the
And so why would you do it, Go?
Because
you don't listen.
because it works better than eye spray.
And your pajamas are too warm. They are. And I'm wearing long sleeves.
And I don't do it all the time because I'm cognizant that I'm taking off the top layer. Or like the protective layer, like they say, the non-glare. Even though you guys see me in videos, you know there's no such thing as non-glare.
Oh yeah, I was like, Mom, I'm like, where's that ring light gonna go? I'm like, there's no such thing.
Yeah, because I went and tried to find those lenses. I think I told you guys a while ago, and they don't exist. I thought that like you guys would never be able to see the ring light, but nope, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. So Kelsey T said, I hope I like CURLMIX. Which one did you get? Do those hoops ever come off? They absolutely do. They're off all the time unless I'm filming or I'm here on live. I put them on. The second this thing is over, these things will be popped out. I'm like, I like never wear earrings unless I'm on camera. I never wear earrings. Oh, the unscented one, nice. We hope you like it too.
Yeah.
Did you just buy the gel or what'd you get? I was shook when I put our code in for the discounts. Like, I knew we had one. I knew it was 20% off, but I never actually like put it in besides for like a gel one time. I got
the serums with those, like the serum.
But I didn't know even the sale stuff, you can take an additional 20% off the sale stuff. So when I saw those bundles drop in that sample kit, I was shook.
I know, you were like, oh my,
I was like,
one thing went from 90 to like
60 or something.
Like,
I was like, wait, you can get a sale on the sale?
Right.
I didn't know that. I was like, what, and free shipping? Like, okay.
Thanks, ladies. Samantha said my hair looks cute, frizzy. And let me see, Jada E said my hair looks great. I'm getting the hang of it, girls. This is second day, third day, fourth day hair. What day is this? When did we film last?
Is this third day hair? I think my hair was in a bun all day yesterday.
Fourth. It might still
I think it's third.
I think it might be fourth-ish, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, when did we film?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
Friday.
It just next week's a new week.
Yes.
I don't know where this week went. I feel naked without my earrings. Hoops, or do you wear like studs? I can't even do studs because I feel like when I sleep it's gonna like stab me in my head. So like I have to take my earrings out.
Right, Karen, they do have a 20% birthday sale. I saw that today. I'm waiting for Sotanicals because I need that spray, but I think I got it the last time in my Rite Aid pharmacy locally. So, but I need some more spray. It's really a good spray. I love that spray.
Yeah, Ashley Harris, it totally depends on what you want to smell like. You know, they do have different oils in them as well. I love the watermelon one. I think that's the hair growth one. The watermelon one smells so good.
Oh, okay, Shelly, you bought that. I want to try a combination with that. One of you guys, I think I wrote it down upstairs, gave me the Honey Hydrate and something else. I have to go figure out what it is for one of my combos because I love the Honey Hydrate strictly for the packaging. It's so cute, looks like honey, and I would love to put it in my hair with a combo because I want to try it again. Because we did it that one time in that video where we tried all three, but I want to combine it with something because have you tried it yet? When you pour it in your hand, it actually like feels warm. It warms up for some odd reason. It's really a weird sensation, but it warms up in your hand. So you have to try that and tell me if you feel that same sensation.
Cat Cup Bugs, have you girls ever got any piercings? Ear piercings?
Just ears. Actually I have 3, but I only show 1 because
you bad.
Okay, so I got the original one, you know, when I was like 13 or whatever. Then when I was in my 20s, I got the second one, And then for some odd reason, I used to watch General Hospital, and I liked one of the soap stars on there because her earrings were always kind of like, she had diamonds, and they would always kind of like hang at the very tip. And where my original piercing was, it just would kind of like just sit there, but I had to pierce it again much lower. But that one never really kind of worked out. To me, it was a little too low. So I never really used it other than a couple of months after I got it pierced, and then I got sick of that look. But yep, I have 3, but that's it, nothing else.
I have 3. I have one, the first one I got when I was younger, and then those actually closed up, and when I was in, I think 8th grade, I re-pierced them myself. One went through, one was hard, and I think I took one of your sewing needles and like re-pierced it myself, which it actually was never quite the same because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So one actually hangs lower because like the hole didn't heal properly because I started sticking hoops in it too soon and it was just a mess. But yeah, so and then I went when I was like a senior in high school and I got a second one, and then I got my cartilage pierced, and then you were like, that's it, that's it, no more. And so, but I really only wear my first one. I don't wear the ones in my second hole or my cartilage because you can't see it, and my hair is always down, so I never really wear those.
Does anybody else have piercings?
Yeah, who else has piercings?
Okay, so let's see. Hi, Leslie LeBron, and then I saw Gail Friend.
Yes, Smith. I thought I was bad briefly with my cartilage piercing. That was in for all of like 5 seconds. Like I can still stick an earring in it if I want to, but like I never really do.
Thank you, Dolores Birch. Says she likes the fact that we say everyone's hair is indeed different, and it is. Right? Even me and your hair is different. Very different.
It totally is. That's why, like, I can't refresh like you do. I can't take it and twirl it around my finger. I can't do that.
Yeah, I know. I think I twirl this. I can't get rid of these twirls. I keep trying to untwirl, but I'm only going to end up with frizz because I probably should have some sort of a butter down here to do this so it stays intact. I keep trying to unfrizz it, and it just keeps getting longer and frizzier.
Because I think you're pulling it down too much.
Okay.
We have to teach you how to unravel.
Because it's short.
You have to have unraveling lessons.
Okay, I need unraveling lessons.
I think you pull down too far.
Do I? Right. So then when I do that, I just take my pick and pick it back in. Hi, Tanetta Church.
One of those Andy said belly button piercing make me cringe. I cringed at one the other day only because we were watching Survivor, and like the challenge was they had to run and like slip and slide on this thing, and the girl had her stomach pierced, and I was just like cringing, like, oh my gosh, like I hope it doesn't like get caught on anything, because ow, you know.
Ouch. Lillian DeVilla. Let's see, Bridget said she had her ears pierced forever and wear hoops almost every day. What size hoops? Big hoops.
Do you like the big ones, or do you like tinier ones? You kind of put me on the tiny ones.
Yeah,
I
got super small ones, super tiny
cute.
ones. Yeah, and they're really hard to put in though, right? Too tight, but I like them. I love the CURLMIX butter too. Gadget Girl 24. I love that butter, and I almost was going to replace that butter with my Jane Carter, but I don't know. I had to go back to Jane Carter today for my refreshing. You know, I love products, so I put that and slap that on top of my Sotanicals mix.
Let's open that door.
Close these out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Being a nuisance tonight. Thanks, gal.
Okay, let me see.
Because they're using the burgundy tops. Thank you. You want to be like me so bad.
Oh my gosh, I had it out. And then you saw me, and I'm like, you're going to wear
I did not know you had it on.
Didn't?
No, I really didn't. I started to do my eye look, and then I was like, I don't really know what I want to wear with this. Then I just saw this shirt. I was like, you know, I'm just going to throw this on.
I had this morning, like, hanging like on my wall, so I knew tonight I would wear it. So when I saw it, I really thought that you were doing that because you saw mine hanging down the
No, I didn't see it at all.
On the closet door.
No, and I was literally sitting in your room all day watching the funeral.
It was
I didn't
right
even see
there. The TV's here, and it was like right there because we have like that armoire thing with the TV's in here, and there's the 2 doors that open. It was hanging right there on that door.
I did not even see it.
I had the V-neck one and then the crew neck. And I just grabbed the crew neck one tonight. Wow, it was there all day.
This is kind of like our aesthetic for our Shea Moisture video.
It was, and also recently was it a CURLMIX one, right? The avocado.
No, we didn't wear the same color. We were going to.
Okay, I wore this color, I think, in the avocado one.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, the avocado moisturizer one.
Yeah.
Where you had the green backdrop and these, and I'm like, you know, you're trying to make us look like, you know,
avocados.
Avocados.
All right. I want to see. Wait, what was somebody saying about their third piercing? Was it Karen? Let me see. their hole had closed up. The other day I was putting on an earring in my second hole without a mirror, and when I looked in the mirror, it was in the third hole. I know, you have to try to find which one is which. And this ear, I think I have better luck than this ear. One of them is tighter. I mean, you can push it through, but with a little bit of pain. But do ears close up after years and years of not using earrings?
I think they do. I think they do. They totally do. That's why I had to re-pierce mine. I got it done when I was like, what, 5?
Okay.
And then I didn't do it again until I was in like 8th grade. And it definitely, one needed some work. One popped through. The other side didn't. And I had to like get a needle and like pierce it again.
Samantha's ready for a big bad and bougie week.
Alright, we have to see with the plan.
Right, I know.
There's some bad and bougie products.
Definitely.
You gotta see what we can do.
So even though we're enjoying using up all of our products after our big product reveal.
I like it when they work though. I was kind of disappointed in the mix it up you're going to see tomorrow, even though I love the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic. We split the screen again and had the different colors. I thought mine was going to come out a little bit better, but
I thought I mean, look at it.
It's okay. It's okay today. Yeah, this is like day 3. Okay. But still, I think my curls, after seeing the CURLMIX wash and go I did, that was like, yes. And then to have this, I was kind of like disappointed.
Got the subliminal message to pick that color. Leslie said. Are those the fans you make at church? Exactly.
Yeah, this is like glued down somebody's funeral home.
Right?
Some advertising. Thank you, Samantha. I guess it kind of got better as the days went on. Like, I don't know. I still think it's kind of soft and a little flat. I think it was too much product. I think the custard, the Mayo custard by itself is heavy. Because I think we said in the video, like, those products were formulated for 4s, and they said that in their advertising. Like, you know, this is formulated, like, you know, for those type 4 girls. So all the products are a little heavy. So I think me adding leave-ins and stuff underneath is too heavy. So I think I want to give the custard another go, but as like a one and done.
So Jan Robert said he ordered the Afrotastic curl elastics, and you tried to get me to do that. And
the big one.
Yeah. Because I love it so much, but my little one, I'm still using it. So I'm thinking, should I get the big one? Because
I think our thing is that Sultanical shipping is already like and then to do a pre-sale where they don't even have the product in stock, like when are we gonna see the product? Like in 3 months or
September 21st, I think. And then they sent out that email, I think a couple of weeks ago, remember, like a month ago or something, where they said during their promotional times, tack on an additional 10 days for shipping. So I think I got the one that I have now again in my Rite Aid, so I think I'll just get it locally. Even though the price is fantastic for that liter, $25, that's fantastic, because locally $16.99, $17, $18 with tax. I mean, I might as well just get the liter, but we test so many products all the time.
Yeah. Like, but that is like a go-to.
It's my favorite.
When you want a deep conditioner. You know what I haven't restocked with though is Aussie. I haven't used Aussie, and I want to say at least a month. At least a month I have not restocked on my Aussie co-wash or my 3-Minute Miracle. So maybe that's what my hair is lacking, because that was like my go-to every wash day, the co-wash and the 3-Minute Miracle.
Let me see. Samantha, you weren't here last week. Where did you say you were going? I think I saw you were in Louisiana, but I thought you lived in Louisiana. You weren't here, and you said the week before you were going to be here last week.
Is anybody a new subscriber or new to our channel? We've gotten so many new subscribers. Like, I'm seeing new names here in the comments. Like, who's new?
Yes. Okay, so let's see. Cryptic Retcon Media. Haven't seen that name before.
The diluting, yeah. Absolutely grow my curls. The diluting thing, but like, how do you dilute a custard? It's kind of like gel-like. It's slippery, like.
Pixelated Twix. Is that a new name?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I go through so much deep conditioner. I feel like I'm buying twice. Deep conditioner is so important.
Fairly new.
Fairly new.
Okay. Cats Caught Blogs. We know you're not new. First time on live is Theta Brooke. Okay.
First time in live. Cool.
Welcome. Alexa Sims, an old subscriber. Remember today I was like, what's that expression? Day one?
You were like, day one. I'm like, A1 since day one.
I'm like, I know, because I'm like, our A1 since day ones understand us, and our new ones sometimes are like, maybe we're a little too, shall we say, candid. We've been getting some, I don't know whether because we're getting closer to 10,000, or whether because they're new and they don't get our humor and my outspokenness and the age difference that I'm 50 and I'm not bothered by too much of anything and I say what I say, and they're kind of like, we've been twice this week I've been scolded that mind my business, don't worry about other YouTubers. Okay.
Yeah. So like some of you guys were laughing at the unbragging because you've heard us say unbragging before, and others didn't think it was so funny. They thought we were coming for other YouTubers, and I'm like, Mom, like we're coming for them and coming for ourselves too. I'm like, we're making fun of unpackagings. I'm like, while we're doing an unpackaging, like it's part of the YouTube influencer gig. Like you have to show the stuff you get, you know. You have to like, you know. And so I'm like, we were like, you know, here we go. Like, we have to do an unbragging, like showing like the CURLMIX. They sent it to us for us to do the video and display it. And exactly. Thank you, Urban Decay. And so I'm like, you know, we're not making fun of them. I mean, I was like,
Samantha said they'll get it sooner or later. Hopefully they will, because I'm like, cause I hate to be watched so closely and then to start changing the complexion of the channel to cater to people, because like we do what we do. Yeah. You know, and those that have been here A1 since day one, get it. And new ones, I'm like, I think they're new. I think they're not.
I was like, I could see if we said, you know, we're not going to show you the stuff we got from CURLMIX because we're not going to be one of those YouTubers that unpackages and shows you all the stuff, so we're not doing that. I'm like, we were doing exactly what we were like joking about.
How many months has that been the joke on the channel?
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I made up that expression like months ago, way before summertime. So when we said it in the video the other day, and everybody always says thank you, and we say thank you, Diva Decay, like thank you, Windex Decay. Everything is like thank you, because it's the ongoing joke on the channel.
And it came from Urban Decay when I was like, I don't want to do unpackaging, and I got kicked off the list. Like they stopped sending me stuff because I wasn't doing the unpackaging. So like the next time they did send me stuff, I was like, you know, here it is, thank you, Urban Decay. And so now, like for like companies that send us stuff, we gotta show it. Here it is, like, you know.
But they're like, we like your videos, but I was very immature. I was talking about I was coming for other YouTubers.
We were rude and condescending. I'm like, but we were unpackaging though. Yeah. We were doing it. I'm like, okay, all right, cool.
So Ashley said they're just not touched yet. Touched enough. You have to be touched to understand me. Okay.
You know you made it when you have haters.
Okay.
And it's always people we've never seen before.
And no picture, of course.
No picture. Like we've never seen. So because like there's a way of typing in somebody's name to see how many times they've commented. And so I'm like, let's just see if they're like a regular on the channel, and they're never a regular. I'm like, you know, this is their first time commenting.
They just come by to scold me. I have to grow up, guys. I have to step into my 51-year-old shoes.
They thought I made up the word. Like I expected that from TaylorAnne, but not LoriAnne. It's like, dang, Mom. Like,
and they don't know the reverse personality. They don't know I'm the 20-year-old and you're the 51-year-old always correcting me. Like, Mom, don't do that. Mom, don't say that.
Mom, don't say that. Mom, don't say that. Oh, Leslie Brown said she bought the Naked palette for $27 because it's being killed off. Really? The original?
Really?
Remember when that palette was everything? That old bland palette now? That
number
neutral,
one?
The first one.
Yeah, and then I wanted, no, that was the first one, like the mini, the original first one, that was like 12 shadows. And then it came out with like 6 that had 6 browns and like 1 black, 6 browns, nudes.
Was it like a mini one?
Yeah, that was like the one that had maybe 6 in them or 12 in that. No, the original had 12, the other one had 6. Okay. So that was... Oh,
your mom looks so much younger. Wait, do I look like the mom? Is that what you think? I don't wear enough SPF outside.
Oh my gosh, Karen. Look at Karen said. And what did I do earlier? Wait. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, please, everybody.
You broke into song.
So I had to find the song. I'm like, there's a song. So it was Ricky Nelson. You can't please everybody. Garden Party. Okay, so I had to go play Garden Party because when I was like, I thought I can't please everybody. So I'm like, there's a song. So then I put in the lyrics on Google. Can't please everybody, so you gotta please yourself. So then I put lyrics, and then it came up Ricky Nelson song. So then I started blasting it for Taylor, and then I got the lyrics and the words, and you were just looking at me like I was touched.
Go ahead, Mom. Give him a couple lines, girl.
Okay. Well, can I have my phone? Just have like a little bit of. All right, we're gonna have some Ricky Nelson. Can we? Will YouTube allow us to play somebody else's music?
I don't know. We'll get a copyright strike.
Okay, hold on. Oh, we're gonna hear Garden Party in a minute, guys. We can all sing along. Can't please everybody. Gotta please yourself. All right.
Oh, you gonna play the actual song? I thought maybe if you sang it off pitch, they wouldn't catch it.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay. I can't play Ricky Nelson.
Mom, I don't think you can play Ricky Nelson, girl.
I can't.
They're gonna copyright it, girl.
Can I?
Just for a few seconds. You got literally 5 seconds. So pick a good part of the song. I think it's 5 seconds.
Really? Okay. Let me see. Even though they've been giving us a hard time anyway.
They have.
That's why our ending music is like down to one song now. Every ending
song,
now,
they're like, you know, copyright.
Yeah.
Like dang.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Alright.
Oh, 30 seconds. Okay.
Oh, I get 30 seconds?
I don't know. Just do 10 just to be safe.
Right,
I don't know. The song ain't that good. Maybe just hit, like, go to the chorus.
Right. Wait, you said go to what?
Go to like the chorus. The part.
Okay, hold on. Don't start singing yet.
I don't know if I'm singing.
No, that.
You can't.
I'll turn it down so I find the right part. You can all sing along. And this is what we do on Friday nights. Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Wait, I can make sure they can hear it. Should we just do it to the chorus?
Okay, while she's doing that, Girl My Curl says, repeat comment, is there a product stash for Lori's show? Yeah, LoriAnne has a product stash of her own, and we were going to film it, but we didn't know if you guys wanted to see that after the product stash that we already did. But she does have a stash of her own. I can't. I don't know where I got her from.
Okay.
You got
all right now. I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself.
All right now.
That's it. That's my 30 seconds.
That's it.
Okay.
You're turning it off.
Okay. I had to find it because that was like the spirit of it, like how I felt today. I'm like, I can't please everyone. Every time I go into a comment, there's a new person that's
Those have never heard that song.
me.
Was that country music?
Not
that I have anything. I love
Ricky
country
Nelson.
music. Ricky Nelson?
Okay, am I aging myself?
I don't know.
Okay.
Love the enormous Teddy. His name is Checkers.
Okay, y'all have to tell the Checker story because I tell the Checker story week after week.
Ma,
after
you
week.
tell the Checker story every week.
I do because can't even word. Jen loves nail polish. She didn't hear my singing. She loves my singing. When she comes in, you guys have to tell her she misses my singing.
She loves your neighing.
Karaoke night.
Karaoke
right? Because I always have a song, an example, a story to tell, and so today I was just like sitting on the side of the bed, and I'm just like, the comments. I said people are not getting me.
Oh my gosh, people are saying they want to hear the Checker story. Y'all haven't heard the Checker story?
The bougie book.
Oh my god. I can't.
All right.
Mom, really?
Tell
Mom.
the Checker story. Tell the Checker story. There's only wait.
Moment of silence for Mrs. Checkers. Mom, can you tell it shorter than you tell it?
So we have eyes it too bad.
I'm
go on roll. Hi,
the
Mr.
Cliff
Checkers.
Notes version. The Cliff Notes
I
version.
can't speak in Cliff Notes versions because you know guys have to have a lot of examples and extra voices and. All right, is there enough of an audience to tell the story? Because if you tell it now, I'm only have to tell it again.
OGs know the Checker story. Look at Checkers just sitting here all vulnerable.
I'm going to talk about you like a dog, Checkers. Long story short, you showed up his wife.
Okay, Mom. Okay. It's 8:39. You have until 8:42 to tell the Checker story.
Okay, so Checkers is the teddy bear over there. So around Christmas last year, was it? I mean,
it was like after New Year's. No, it wasn't last year. It was the year before.
Okay, so Taylor was dating a guy, and he spoiled her with gifts. We said lots of gifts. We want more acts, less gifts. Okay, but anyway, before that message got out and that memo got out, Checkers arrived one day. Ding dong, doorbell rang. I ran to the door. There was a Federal Express man there, and he said that package. Box was bigger than I am, so like I'm this tall. Okay, I'm like 5. What is it?
5'3".
5'3", something like that.
5'3", 5'4".
That bear is bigger than me. Okay, big,
72 inches.
Big legs. And so if you go to our channel, we have the story on there. Yes, and we showed him. All right, a few weeks ago. And so doorbell rang. So here I was. I went to the door. Federal Express man said, "Can I sign for the box?" So I signed for it. Who was it for? Taylor. And so I said, "Taylor, you have a box." So she came downstairs. She said, "For me?" Yes, it was for her. And so she cut it open, and out popped Checkers, bigger than both of us, knocked me out the way practically. Okay, you know, it's better and better when I tell it. And so then I was just like, wow. And so so then I'm like, where are you gonna put that great big thing? I said, that thing is enormous. And so she said, oh, Ma, so she took it upstairs. She had twin bed. Where can you put that thing on? Twin bed is bigger than a twin bed. But anyway, dragged it upstairs because it was from a guy that she liked at the time she was dating. So, you know, girls and teddy bears and all that. So I was not impressed. It was just big, rusty, dusty. And he was white at the time, Snow White. Now he's like yellow, horrible yellow. And so she took him upstairs. And I said, that thing is big. He's not decoration, even though he ended up being decoration. And I said, he's not going to be downstairs in any part of like the living areas. Okay. So that was that. Not impressed. 2 or 3 days later, ding dong, doorbell rang, and there was a Federal Express man again with a box bigger than me. How big am I? About 5'3", 5'4", okay. There he was. I'm like, again? So then he's like, yes, Taylor, Leslie, Taylor, box for you. So she came running downstairs. For me? Yes, it's for you. So we cut open the box after we signed for it, and out popped another Checkers, Bill Checkers' wife. And so I was like, oh no, that's not happening. It was a glitch in the computer. Okay, so 2 were sent. We could barely handle one. That thing it's like 72 inches. It's huge. So I said, oh no. I said, we're calling the company back. So we called the company and told them they had to come and get the bear. So they said they scheduled it for the next day, like around noon. Next day, you were planted at the window. So I wouldn't allow her to go anyplace else. She was practically at gunpoint at the window. I'm like, you are not moving. That bear is going back. So you're like, Ma, that's his wife. She probably like Toy Story, came all the way here. She wants to be with her husband. I'm like, he can go and be with her. I said, but she's not coming in. He can go out, but she's not coming in. So next you know, we heard the truck backing up in the driveway, and basically throw the new box with the wife on the truck, and off she went, poor thing. And you know, man didn't go with her. Nope, wasn't doing it. He wasn't that committed.
Right.
She was committed. She came all the way here to find him.
So now he just sits here in the corner, sad, because he doesn't have his wife.
Yeah. He's recovering from a broken heart.
I saw Ashley Harris said he was a 6-foot grown man bear.
Jan never heard the story before. He said, I'm dying.
And so that's the story
I
of
tell
Checkers.
it like every week practically.
Yeah, because new people come every week, and you just see this big old bear face sitting here on the side.
I did it, 8:42.
Good job, you did it.
Overstuffed, yeah.
Overstuffed.
Bear. Lots of overstuffed gifts. Overstuffed bears.
Overstuffed bears.
You make a stuffed bulldog run. Because everybody who watches our vlogs, whatever, there's Teddy Lulu. You guys know little innocent Teddy Lulu. And we've had Teddy Lulu for years. So when you were dating a guy, he didn't like Teddy Lulu because it was my bear. You know, guys, boyfriend, big nose boyfriends, big nose husbands. Okay. And so some reason he just didn't like Teddy Lulu because it was probably me, the mothers. And so he wanted to outdo Teddy Lulu. Well, he outdid Teddy Lulu by 100 times. Okay. Way too much. Overdid it. Overstuffed. Too big. Not wanted. Just let it dust. And creepy Margaret.
I don't know why you I don't know why you bully my bear. I don't know why you do that.
Because he's just big. Samantha said, yeah.
Oh yeah, Drea Richards, I do. I know you see my roots. I swear, well, the highlighted parts are always the first parts to go, so I kind of feel like my full slab is slowly disappearing. But no touch-ups, no more bleach. No more bleach. I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Even though I was thinking about it. This week I was thinking about bleach. Remember last week I was thinking the coppery reddish tone. This week I was thinking bleach. I don't know, because it definitely, there is absolutely no highlights left there. At all. I don't know.
Dolores said, I like the way you guys alternate between mother and daughter and girlfriends. Be blessed. Yeah, we told you we do go in and out. But I never get it twisted.
Sweet.
Mother first, friend second.
You really know. You're always very respectful. I mean, we go back and forth, and we have our moments and all that, and we definitely get down like girlfriends, but you never, like, cross the line, never disrespectful, never went through that phase that I hate my mother, get out of my face. You never were, like, disrespectful like that. We have our moments, and you just get super quiet and withdraw before you would ever be disrespectful. You've just never been disrespectful.
And then do you feel bad? What, honey? And then do you feel bad?
No, not really.
You guys ever go back to your natural hair color?
I think it's going back whether we want to or not.
Yeah, I guess this is my natural hair color, this super dark hair right here.
I think it just kind of, almost like over time, it kind of materializes, but I don't...
Alberta James just popped in to say hi.
Think, oh, okay.
Hi, thanks for stopping in.
Okay, are the nurses with you?
She said she doesn't have a choice. LoriAnne will knock her into another race. Right, you saw, you heard she pulled the car over. No game. TaylorAnne, you know she's unbothered. I know. I'm the one with the feelings here. The sensitive one.
Can't be bothered.
You do baby me at times, though. With my wrist, I was totally drawing the crepe the other day.
Yeah, you really were.
I was totally drawing the crepe.
And you know, like, I don't, like, do, like, overly do it.
You don't. I'm like, Mom, it hurts. You're like, I know. And you're like, all right, well, here you go. Let's get some places down.
I always like, get pleased something by your bootstraps. You know, like, just not a whole lot of whining. Lynn Marie said, hello, ladies. I hope I'm not too late. Just fashionably late, Lynn.
Seems when people dye curly hair, they get bored easily.
When they do what?
When they dye curly hair, they get bored easily. Like, they want to switch the color up. I know some people go in. They go from, like, brown hair to red hair to pink hair to blonde. Like, they go. But,
I think because I think of the mindset that when you have curly hair, I think when you first went natural, like years ago, the rules were you weren't natural if you dyed your hair. You weren't natural if you put bleach in your hair. Just like a lot of rules. And I feel the hair that grows out of my head, I don't care what I do to it, is my head. As long as I didn't put a relaxer in it.
Yeah, as long as it's not like chemically altered, I think people say is natural. Cause I didn't
and then they're like, what do you consider a chemical? Do you consider bleaching a chemical, or do you consider dye? Like I think people do you. You know, I don't subscribe to all those rules.
Yeah.
Has he learned what a pick is?
We'll have to ask him. Hold it up, Adam. What's this?
Right, exactly.
What did he say it was?
It was a curl.
It was a curl comb.
Curl comb.
He's like, it's a curl comb. I want to get clip-ins and dye those. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we've seen some videos on YouTube of people doing that.
Yeah.
Yoshi Loretta said, hello, ladies.
Hey.
Yeah, see, that's what Samantha said. As long as you don't put relaxer in your hair.
That's what I feel like. I feel like if you
do rules.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of the only rule. As long as you don't put like a relaxer or a texturizer in your hair. Anything else, I think, is fair.
Yeah. Hey, Xavier. Aw. Hi, Xavier. I always change our voice to baby.
I know. You do.
Reminds me of one of my sons. Oh, okay, Leslie LeBron, go ahead.
What type of hair texture? What type of hair texture does Wi-Fi Adam have? It would definitely be like a 2, type 2 somewhere, I think.
2C, think maybe? It's really super soft, right?
It's super soft, and his curls are super, like, they used to be like barrely kind of when he had them, like not so much like a distinct, I don't know, because his hair hasn't really been like grown out curly since he was in like third grade.
Yeah.
And he's like a sophomore in college now. His hair's always just buzz cut, short. I thought he was going to grow it out, and then
we
was
thought,
like, I'm going to get a haircut. And I'm like, for what? He's like, no, school's starting. And I'm like, really? You're not going to grow it out?
And then Spencer, if Spencer was natural, Spencer would be like a 4, right? Would Spencer be a 3C or 4A?
I would say Spencer was like 4A. Okay. Yes, but Spencer's like, I'm like, I'm type 2, I'm like type 3, and my older brother's like type 4.
Yeah. Light Brian has type 2. I know.
But again, like both my brothers, they keep their hair cut short.
Yeah.
Although I'm like, I wish they both would grow their hair out.
Someone said they like our channel.
Thank you.
Is it Kadiana dreams that I want to go red, but I change my mind every 2 seconds? That's me. Last week I wanted to go red. I was on here thinking, and I think we even put in that spray last week, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Red is like such an amazing color. It's so pretty, but it never lasts. Mine goes from red to orange. It always fades to like an orange color. It never lasts.
Okay, let me see.
And it's hard to get out. The only reason mine came out was because I dyed it jet black, and then the lady like bleached it back light brown and then put highlights in it, and that's how I got this. She pulled the red out, but other than that, it wasn't being pulled out.
Ashley said, "Get somewhere, sit down." Was her mom's favorite phrase. Yeah. And Marlon said, "Were you sad about Aretha Franklin?" Yeah, I mean, you get sad when you start seeing a lot of these stars and people that you grew up with, and music you listened to, movies that they were in. You know, they're passing away. I mean, I was sad with Patrick Swayze. I was sad with Snape from Harry Potter. Alan Rickman. You know, when you hear these things, and when you hear people passing away, especially before their time, it's sad.
Yeah. I think I kind of get sad these days with like anybody's death, because like that's somebody's like, you know, husband, wife, you know, son, daughter, like, you know, father, mother. So it's sad.
Yeah. Marlon, did you watch the funeral today? It's heartbreaking. Anthony Bourdain, right?
Yeah.
Kate Spade. Yeah. And it seems like it's always like in pairs, right? Like there was John McCain, regardless of what anybody feels about his politics, it's still, you know, still is in death. And I think he started doing right, or shall we say right according to like maybe my politics or whatever. But he was fair, I think, at the end of his life, and not because of the cancer or anything. I think he just, once he lost, then he just was older. Probably just like when you get older, you just don't have time for like all these games and stuff. So he tried to play fair. From what we see now, like that was like a picnic.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, see, she was sad. Yeah, because you listen to her music, and but that was some homegoing.
Yeah, 9 hours.
Yep. They did it big. They did. It really did. A lot of people turned out for that.
Who's Bethany Frankel? Leslie, who's Bethany Frankel?
Bethany, is that the one from, is it Prada? Wait, what was that book? Devil Wears Prada? No, wait, no, is that Devil Wears Prada? Was she in that movie? Did she have a cooking show? What'd she do? Let's get happy. Death seems sad. Doesn't see it. Death is sad.
Watching a funeral all day.
One of the Real Housewives of New York, Bethany Frankel. Okay.
Oh, she was a
is a chef. See, I knew it had something to do with food too.
All right, so what's in y'all's hair? Let's talk about hair, I guess, again.
Okay. Oh, there goes the Xavier chain going back for a week back.
I was watching that. Yep.
Okay, so this is she goes, okay. So what are you wearing?
So in my hair tonight is Soultanicals Mango Dippin' Slippin' Grippin' Dippin', whatever the mango one, and Mael Custard, the pomegranate and honey.
Okay.
What's in your hair?
This is Design Essentials foam and Xavier's and who else? I think I don't think she comes. Naisha. Okay. Right. Okay. Right here. All right. 3-in-1 main choice. 3-in-1 leave-in conditioner, co-wash, and what else does it? And styler, is it? I don't know. Xavier would know. He always tells us to try it.
Yeah, it's the 3-in-1 that they leave in the co-wash
and it smells wonderful.
Yeah.
The bottle. Why like you think of the bottle as small? It's no smaller than anything else, but to me, it just seems like
it's a 3-in-1. You're supposed to use it for 3 different things,
yeah.
so it just seems like it's smaller.
It just seems like if I use it for co-wash, because it's the size of the Creme Restore, the Camille Rose. So the Creme Restore, just as a co-wash, okay, you know, that might last us a while, but to use it for 3 different things, I will squeeze out the leave-in, and by the time I finish, I've done it twice this week now, by the time I finished it, the last squeeze, you could feel the air, like, pop, and then I had to, like, shake it to the top again, and then squeeze it, and I'm like, this is gonna go pretty fast. I love the way it smelled, though. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna say her name wrong. We might need this phonetically spelled out. Is it Katajan? Right here.
Which one? I said Katiana Dream.
Katiana? That's a J though.
Oh, yeah, she has to spell it phonetically.
But she said that she used. Oh, she said the Soultanicals Mango Dip out has great slip. Yeah, totally does. Call me Anna. We can do that. Is it
right.
Yeah, Anna, not Anna. Anna. We can do that. We can do that. I love nicknames.
Oh, okay, yes. The Camille Rose Coconut Water Leave-In. We have that one. Plus the treatment, which might be a deep conditioner, plus the styler. And we did a video last year on that. With the coconut style.
Yeah, the coconut and the leave-in. Yep, we did. I don't think I liked it. I said at my ends that they didn't curl or something. I don't think.
Okay.
Vanessa Bristow, is yours a one and done? Do you just have the curl stretch cream, the Design Essentials? Oh, everyone's stopping by to say hello. Hey, Julian. Before you think he's Obama, that's Julian.
The last time you said he'll take Obama.
Yeah, he'll take Obama.
Okay, where are you way up there? Because I'm way down. I don't see Julian here.
Jada Kid.
Oh, okay. That's right. You know him on a Julian basis.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm looking.
Check Uncle Funky's Curly Magic. Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Shea Moisture Curl Defining Smoothing. And Uncle Funky's Curly Magic. Cool.
So somebody's doing so Michelle Kuzma's doing, I have the Manuka Honey and Mafurro Oil mask on right now.
Nice. Okay. I love that mask.
Okay. I love the gel. I have to find a way to use it again with something else and mix it up. I loved it when we did that video on it.
Tam Bam says, can you do a video about hair care routine? What kind of hair care routine?
The lime green one, 106 Andy. The green one.
Yeah, like we wash our hair and then we style it and then we show you the results?
That's what we do?
Yeah.
You mean just without product? Or
I don't know. Can you do a video on hair care routine? Like how it should go? I know everyone's hair care routine is different.
Not hair styling routine, because our whole channel is hair styling. Is it hair care like deep conditioners or something, or because we've done a live a couple of weeks ago? We did that with putting a deep conditioner in.
Yeah.
And we've done.
Okay, Cock Vlog's going to sleep. Okay, bye.
Good night.
Thanks for stopping in.
Sleep time.
Sleep time. I know it's gonna be sleep time for us soon.
Use Camille Rose and double buttercream.
Show us what you do to maintain growth.
To maintain growth, we talked about the process of our hair. We have a video on there about growing our hair, right?
Yeah, how we've grown our hair.
Is there anything in particular we do, or just the whole idea of what
I know
we do?
you don't want to maintain growth. You like to keep your hair short. You like to keep it cut like that. Me, I do want to grow my hair out. There's nothing I'm doing in particular at the moment, except we have been slowing down on wash and goes.
Yeah.
Like we'll film a wash and go, and then we'll try to film some sort of talk through right after. If you guys been noticing, like the videos that have the same aesthetic back to back, so then we could kind of put time in between us wetting our hair again.
Yeah. That's
I've been doing that.
Stronger, I think.
But as we take hair growth vitamins, we've been doing that for like a month now.
Yeah.
Right. To strengthen our hair again.
But that's not to maintain it. That's actually to grow it. I think to maintain it is just very careful detangling, not yanking and pulling. I used to maybe always cut myself short with time and rush and pull and tug at the end and not care, pull up big hunks of hair when I'm detangling. Now I don't. I'll miss the event before I will rush through detangling my hair. Yeah, we are slowing down doing the wash and goes because you guys were like telling us how can you do it. People are always asking that question. How do you do so many wash and goes and it doesn't affect your hair? And then we started seeing it was affecting it. So that's why I think we didn't put that video out. Yeah, I keep referring back to that video. It's going out tomorrow. But in that video, I'm like, was that the one or
what video
one where I said I was not wetting my hair? And no, we did put that one out already, right? That was the CURLMIX one.
That was the CURLMIX one. Yeah. Leslie says she has some thinning. Or where did she go? Where did it go? Where's Leslie LeBron? I just saw it. She said, oh, there.
Okay, so Samantha's saying try Jamaican black castor oil, so it must be lovely.
She has thinning up in the front. What oils are good? She says jojoba and what else? Castor oil.
Yep, the Jamaican black castor oil.
Jamaican black castor oil. Leslie, that oil is super, super thick though. Castor oil, you might want to like thin it out with some water a little bit, like that oil.
Jojoba or Jamaican black?
Jamaican black castor oil is extremely thick.
Or as I always show you guys, even though it's not necessarily for thinning, but it was like for the gray. But I guess people could.
Well, maybe if they want to grow it back, not mask it, but grow it.
You know, there's also another good product. I got a sample of it, even though last year I got it at the pharmacy, the Rite Aid pharmacy, and it's like flakes. It's not like a spray or anything. A spray kind of like probably sits on your scalp, but these flakes have like the consistency of pieces of hair. Like if you cut your hair and it kind of like splinters everywhere. It's like those, and you kind of spray your hair maybe with hairspray, and then just ever so slightly kind of like put it in those spots.
She said it's up top, like male pattern.
Yeah, that's what I always talk about. That's what I have going on, like right here. That's where the part becomes wider and wider and wider. I always tell you guys about right there. That's why, one of the reasons why I went natural, because I can mask it better. When my hair was relaxed, that was just flat. I mean, the part got wider and wider. You really couldn't mask it, but with big hair, you can mask that part.
Leslie Braun said like fibers, the things you talked
about.
The
fibers, yes. And who is it that I have now? It was like 99 cents. It was a great deal. Free shipping, I think. This little box of it. Let me run up and get it.
Does that get on your pillows and stuff?
I haven't. Well, you do it during the day, and I think they say it stays in until you wash it out. I think that was my experience. I used it before I big chopped. a couple of years ago, and then I haven't used it since because once I big chopped, my hair kind of grew back healthy, and I never really paid attention to this part as much as I used to when my hair was longer. Because when it was shoulder length, it was pulling down constantly and really making this noticeable. But now that it's shorter, even though it's getting longer, so it's not as short as it was and not as masking as it was, but I still am just cognizant of pulling it and washing. But let me go grab those fibers really quick.
Heavenly Me said she got some CURLMIX. She can't wait to try it.
Who did?
Heavenly Me, she got the watermelon bundle. The bundle is such a good deal. If you want to get more than one product, it just makes sense to get the bundle. Like, I didn't even know, especially once you use the code, like the bundle just makes so much more sense to get if you want to try like more than one thing from CURLMIX. Samantha Ivy says Karenique is supposed to be good.
Oh yeah.
Showing your hair like before you. What's Mandy? What's SOTC? Showing what your hair looks like before you. SOTC. What's SOTC? The bundle is good, but I went crazy on CURLMIX. What did you buy, Gadget Girl? Oh, before you scrunch out the crunch. Mandy, actually we have two videos. There's one video is our Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Refer Oil. We show that line. We come back with our hair flat and we show like one technique that we do where how we scrunch it out or how we use the blow dryer to stretch our hair and like poof it up. And then there's actually a video on our channel about like how we use our blow dryer, and again it's showing our hair like flat before we like poof it up, or like my mom will stretch it because hers is shorter and we show that. But maybe for some of our wash and goes going forward, we can start, you know, and we're back, like, and scrunch out the crunch on camera if you guys want to see that. We can do that as well. Sometimes we just don't know if we're going to need, if we need a blow dryer or not. Some wash and goes, we need a blow dryer. Like, I might want some volume in my roots or something, or my mom might want to stretch her wash and go with the blow dryer. So we never really know what we're going to need. That's why it's kind of hard to come back and sit on camera. Like with our hair not already like scrunched out. Right, I totally understand. I love that deep condition. Yes, please. That would be great. Right, totally understand. Okay. Yeah, so we'll definitely think about that going forward for our videos, like, you know, scrunching out our crunch on camera. I was just saying sometimes like it's hard because we don't know if we're gonna need like a blow dryer or if we want to stretch or like what we want to do. But it's totally something we could think about doing for certain wash and goes.
We have done so in the past, right?
Yeah, I said with our Manuka Honey one, and then we actually have the one with showing them how we use a blow dryer.
Yeah. This was it. It's called Kabaki. I don't know. What is it? Can you hold it up? Let me see. What is that? And that's a fiber of some sort. I haven't tried.
Kabaki, K-A-B-O-K-I.
I haven't tried it. I've had it for weeks now because I don't know why I haven't tried it, but I've tried something similar in the past, so I knew what to compare it against. I got the other one, like I said, in my pharmacy, so let's all open this together now. Let's see. But fibers, I guess, are supposed to work good because it looks like real hair, I guess.
Wow, Gadget Girl is loving CURLMIX. She bought the trial gels first, then 3 moisturizers. And just this week, the watermelon gel and moisturizer and the castor oil and butter. Wow, hope you're using a coupon to get some coins saved.
Okay, so
that's crazy. That's awesome. No, CURLMIX is good, especially if like that's what you want to use, like on a regular basis. Then, and I think someone else said that they're on like their rolling thing where like it just gets sent to your house every month. Like they'll just send it to you.
All right, so let me put on my distance glasses now.
What are you up to?
I'm putting on my. I'm trying.
Are you getting ready to demonstrate?
I don't know because I have to see the color. I don't want to have it too dark in my head. But let me see. I might have to demonstrate. Okay. For the kids. All right. Let me see. So, for those of us that are suffering from any sort of like thinning anywhere, so I guess these are fibers. Some people spray, I guess. Some people use that kind of stick I always use just for like to cover up the gray hair. Maybe I guess you could maybe darken this area and it would hide it better, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, these are the fibers. These glasses aren't working this distance. I have to see it up close. I don't want these to go all over the table.
Alright, girl.
This is a lot of packaging. Just a lot of protection.
Do I like pour it on your head? Okay, so it has little holes on the top.
So shall we demonstrate? Shall I demonstrate, guys?
Should she demonstrate, guys?
Let me see. Alright, well, whether you all want the demonstration or not, I guess we should. Alright, let me see.
Wait, you pour it on your hand?
No, I'm just trying to see how this is going to come out, how fast. Oh, that's okay. That's a decent color, right? Can you see that? I don't know. Can anybody see the color?
Okay, wait.
It's such a bright light.
You gotta get the angles down.
Okay, so there's the color there. So that would match mine. It's very light.
We have people wanting a demonstration.
Okay, so there's supposed to be fibers. And I think when you have
you might have sort of thinning that mirror in front, so you're leaning forward so they can see it. So like move it in front of the camera. There you go.
And what you do is you almost like sprinkle it out. Okay, so alright, so you see, I wouldn't do it because it would look so fake. You have to have the difference between like your scalp. You have to kind of like make it look real. I wouldn't do this every day, but I'm doing it tonight for demonstration, but I wouldn't do it, I don't think, every day because I would look like I didn't have a scalp. And I think it would just be like a lot of just one color. I need the definition. Alright, so this is what you would do. So when you have this, maybe you should just sprinkle it, hey? Or go, and don't have a whole bunch of powder just like sitting in my hair. Alright. Oh yeah, so that's going to be, it's going to show good because I can see that line there. So just show like the parts that would be thinning there.
Okay, oh my gosh, I'm nervous, I'm scared.
It's nothing to be scared about, just don't sprinkle a whole lot. Have me looking crazy.
Okay. So, ow, my wrist, ow! Okay,
sorry.
Okay,
right.
Sorry.
So just sprinkle them there.
Okay, right here?
Yeah, just sprinkle it like just to cover up the line, like the scalp. Okay, you did that? Is that good?
I don't know if it's coming out.
Yeah, it is coming out. It's getting darker. Okay. Do you guys see it? Yeah, that totally. You guys see that?
It's going from like, so it's like super light here and it's becoming like darker.
So then do a little bit more. Yeah.
So you like pat it in?
Yeah, you pat it or you use hairspray to kind of like dampen it and wet it. And it stays, I think, until you wash your hair out. Okay. But you see how that covers that so naturally? So, yep, that's what I would do. I wouldn't want to bring it too close to the front because I think it would be just
sprinkle like Salt Bae.
Right. But I think that
not what this
it covers it up. Right? I think it looks great. It covers it right up. If you have like that distinct part that's getting wider and wider in us women. Let me see.
Being bragging. Should I demonstrate us? Yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah, so I think that works good. So who was I doing? Leslie, okay. That's pretty cool, right? All right, so I got this. Go to Google and go to this right here, CABOKI. And I got this little thing. This will last me forever. If I use it probably daily, it would last me forever. Because just a little bit, you don't have to make it like a powdered wig.
Out.
Like you're in the Renaissance time or the 1800s. Just ever so slight. I mean, yeah, it's like a salt shaker, so it has like a lot of little holes, just like a salt shaker. Because the pepper doesn't have a lot of holes, but the salt does. So this looks just like a salt shaker. And when you sprinkle it out, it's hair fibers that are coming out. So they have a gazillion colors. And I think this one might have been maybe light brown, medium brown. But they have blonde, they have gray, red, auburn, every color of the rainbow. And if you have that kind of distinct separation or thinning, right here, covers it right up. Yes, Leslie, exactly, that's the name. I thought it was brilliant. I did think that when my hair was shoulder length, I thought it was brilliant. And especially when you want to just try it and make sure it's the right color. I didn't know if it was going to be the right color, but tonight was the first time I used it. This would be the color I would stick with. And this color was medium brown. Okay, it was medium brown. I always thought I'd get like light brown or something, but I guess I got medium brown. And it has like an ashy tone to it, so that's good. Yeah, that's really good.
Good job for your demonstration.
Okay, very good. battery like?
Oh, okay. I gotta plug, you have 100%. I need to keep mine in. My iPad's at 18%.
You're welcome, Leslie. So remember, I didn't do all of it tonight as far as spraying it, but spray, hairspray, I would do it maybe if you put, just make sure your hair's like a little damp. I don't think just water, but something that's gonna retain that. I would probably even put some Nourish and Shine in my hair and sprinkle it on. Anything that's going to adhere to it a little bit. And they say it lasts until you wash your hair. Who knows really if it does. But if it doesn't, you know, every day I would just sprinkle a little bit in the morning.
Thank you, Xavier. He says I have amazing skin. It's so smooth. That's so crazy you should say that, because right before I got on camera, I was basically like freaking out. I think I have a heat rash on my face, and you guys won't be able to tell because I'm like all the way back here, but I have like these little red bumps all over my face. My face basically looks like a crunch bar right now. And it's just like little red dots, and it's been super, super hot the past like 2 days. It's been like 100 degrees.
There's nothing like a crunch bar.
Like, no, like, when you like,
ever so faint. Very.
But like I sat down to put my makeup on and I was like looking extra hard. I'm like, wait, I have like a rash. It's like little red bumps all here, all on my chin, all on my cheek, all on my forehead. And I was like, wow. I think it's a heat rash.
Yeah, it's been super hot. It's been oppressive. The summer has been hot, but the other day, the last 2 days, not today, but 2 days before, oh my gosh, it's just been like heat and so humidity that I haven't felt all summer. I don't know if it's like the, what do they call it, Indian summer, when you go through the whole summer and then you're coming towards the end and then it seems like it just gets more concentrated, that heat. But it's been awful, but maybe that's what it's from.
Yeah, hopefully, probably tonight if I put some like cortisone on my face, cortisone really clears up the faces, the rashes I get on my face sometimes, so.
You're welcome, Jesse. 972. What is that? Why is that? That's way earlier, right? I'm looking at my iPad and my,
Here, let's close it out. I don't know, because you had it paused forever.
Oh, did I? Okay, that's weird. I went way back when I was showing my
buy drinks. That was like in the beginning of the chat.
Hi, Ari.
Oh, Ari, hey, girl.
So, wait, has anyone picked up Xavier yet on this product he's talking about? Is it
Adwell?
Adwell?
Try apricot scrub on your face. I use that and it works for me. Oh, we have some apricot facial scrub, don't we?
My favorite. Yeah, I love that.
I've definitely seen that in the bathroom. Oh my gosh, guys. I used, I talk about it in tomorrow's video, but I want to talk about it here. Has anyone ever tried Pacifica, their pineapple, like, curl defining products? It's like a shampoo, a conditioner, and a hair mask. Has anyone ever tried that? It was so busted. And I just thought about that when she said about the scrub, because like I was like looking through your products trying to like save myself when I was in the shower. Because I went in, I got it, and I started using the products.
For the face?
No, but like I'm always digging through for stuff to see what you have. And so I know I've seen the apricot facial scrub in your stuff before. But yeah, I used the pineapple, like the Curl Delight the other day in the shower. The shampoo, the conditioner, and the mask, and they smell amazing. Beautiful packaging, beautiful packaging. It's like pink and yellow and blue and green and orange, like rainbow. Like the packaging's really pretty, but the product was so busted. It was so bad. Like I was like hanging out of the shower, like digging into your hair basket, your bathroom basket. I'm like, where's the creme restore? My hair was so dry. It was like hay. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Iris Flowers said I use salicylic acid pads. Yeah.
Oh.
We have yeah, a lot of products have salicylic acid in it, so because I'm the skincare. Oh, I'm CVS. You always call me. Or right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
you totally are. I know.
Everything for
no matter what I need.
Anything,
a toothbrush,
acne,
you know, anything.
Aging, anti-aging, moisturizer, dry skin.
Medical. Mom, I have a rash. You're like, I have this. Mom, you know, I have sprained wrist. You know, she handed me a wrist thing. Like anything for my hair, anything. So I was like hanging out of the shower by the curtain, like digging in your bag. Like, oh my gosh, like this is so busted.
Yeah, I'm a skincare fanatic, so I have everything for skin.
Just said, just want to say I love you ladies so much. Love your channel, your vibe, just everything. XOXO. Thank you.
Aww. Hey, that's so cool. Thank you.
MADCURLS, have you ever used? Oh my gosh, guys, I don't like saying names because you know I get everything wrong, but I'm gonna try.
Bentonite clay.
Bentonite. I was gonna say that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that. Bentonite. Bentonite clay. We use it on our face.
Yeah, we have a video.
Like
was that our second video we ever did? And of course, we're arguing in the video. We were ripping the scarf off of our head.
Yeah, no, because it glued to our face, and then we were trying to do deep conditioners at the same time. We were like ripping the scarves off our head.
Face, and then we put a scarf around our head and tied it. And then when we were trying to take
put the scarf
you
back,
you have too much scarf on your head, and it really like stuck to my face with that bentonite clay, and I was like, ouch!
Yeah, you're like hollering in the video.
Yeah. Yeah, it's our second video.
So much drama. Yes, we are 106 Andy. I'm gonna review the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk products. Yes, we are.
And what did you say? I couldn't use it because they're not mine. They're not your mother's.
Yeah, but so these are going in my room. I'm like, read the packaging.
Not your
mother's, because they're not yours. And I was like, so.
I'm gonna ruin my face whenever I buy skincare products. As if I don't spend.
Oh, Ari's leaving. Bye, Ari.
Bye, Ari. Okay, as if I don't spend 10 hours doing research before I buy the products, right? Yeah, no, I just. You have to be careful though, because what did I use? Oh, in the past when I was much younger and I was getting breakouts and I was freaking out, and I think I went and got that Oxy 10, I think at the time it was called, or just Oxy 5, Oxy 10, I don't remember, but oh my gosh, I put it all over my face because I always have to overdo, and so instead of just applying it just to the areas I was having problems with, I took it and put it almost like a lotion all on my eyelids, everything, and I walked to college because it was like a junior college right around the corner from where I lived. By the time I got there, my eyes, I looked like maybe like a Quasimodo or something. My eyes were like slits. They had blown up so much. My whole face was just bloodshot, red, just bloated. It was awful. Such an allergic reaction. It took me years to not be allergic to benzoyl peroxide. Just recently, I'd say within maybe the last 2 or 3 years, I can use products with it. But even even just smelling it, my face would blow up after that incident. But now benzoyl peroxide isn't my favorite. I do prefer salicylic acid.
You said like Quasimodo or something.
It did. It scared me half to death. And then I was in class, and I was stuck there in class, and I was just sitting.
Bye, Anna. She's leaving. Tosh just came in. Hi, Tosh.
Hi, Tosh. Karen, your brother was in California that called you? He said.
Yeah, no, I'm going. I'm ready to get, when we're done, I'm going to get upstairs with some, I think I definitely need some, like, rash cream or something.
Yeah, I don't think it requires anything salicylic acid because it's not acne.
It's totally a rash.
It's going to take hydrocortisone, I think, as a rash.
Yeah.
So I have that in my bag of tricks.
You do.
For rashes. But when that happened with me, with that benzoyl peroxide, I had to put something called Westcourt cream.
By Sherry.
It was a prescription that you had to get from the doctor, and it's the best stuff. You guys use it, or I think when Spencer was a baby, he had an allergic reaction to something, and when you get like rashes like that, immediately it takes it away. So once I got that Westcourt cream, it took it down within hours. Okay, so let's see. Oh, caramelized sugar says you try the Briagio custard because it seems similar comparison to Super Stretch. Okay.
I'll stick to this.
Yeah, I saw.
Again, we've never tried anything Briagio.
We were in Sephora the other day, and I saw the whole Briagio line.
I don't know why that never like.
I don't know.
I never had like the urgency to try Briagio.
Thank you, Lauren. So we always see that in our comments. Love you guys so much. Their comments.
Never smash.
Oh, vitamin E? What does that do? For rashes?
Put it on you. Okay. Briagio is so expensive though.
Yeah.
It's like Diva or Weedad, right? Or it's a little bit more?
It's a little bit more, I think. I saw the other day when I was in Sephora, like maybe 40 something for, oops, it was my ice cube. 40 something for a mask or,
okay.
I don't know.
Xavier said it's soothing.
Yeah, because you guys were talking about Briagio, some mask a couple weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a little bit more than Diva.
More than Diva. Oh no. Dee said she went back and watched y'all's first Curl to Go video. I was dying laughing. Did you see the extra intro? I'm like, Ma, Mom, it's time to review new products. You're like, products? Like, yay! Like, I don't know.
We're acting.
We're acting, guys. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was about. I don't know.
The night Michelle movement.
And then like the speeding through the tutorial part. Like I cut out like the talking. There was like music over us applying the products. No talking.
Okay, so Motico wasn't impressed with the Briogeo deep conditioner. Some of you guys were impressed though.
Jan, what do you use to steam? He says, anyone tried steaming your hair mask or treatments having so much success? Yeah, it totally like changes the game of your deep treatments and stuff when you steam it.
Somebody asked today, they heard us in one of our videos talk about the steamer, and I said at the time we were using the Purido, but since then ours is broken along with a lot of other people's, and so they said, what did we recommend? And I said nothing at the moment because we don't know of another name.
Yeah. Dee said that video was not MADCURLS at all. It wasn't. That was when the channel was It's TaylorAnne. We didn't become MADCURLS until June.
I was a guest.
June 2017.
I was a guest in that one, right?
Yeah, because I think even our vlogs, I'm like, hi guys, like, you know, welcome back to my channel. I think I think a lot of times I say welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my channel, until we did like, you know, collaboration. The collaboration video, giveaway video is when we became MADCURLS. Any videos before that don't look MADCURL-ish really at all.
Why do we feel we had to act and have speaking parts?
I have no idea, Ma. I don't even know.
Is that the one that was playing in at Ricky's?
Yep.
Yeah. When we went to the Jane Carter event in New York City, they had this big, huge screen playing people's videos, like influencers' videos, and there we were on the screen. We were like, oh my gosh! And all night long, it kept repeating that first video over and over and over because it was the Jane Carter product, and over and over and over again. The Red Kiss Pro hooded steamer. Okay. Oh, hooded steamer. Okay.
Yeah, I told my mom, I was like, we need to start investing in stuff for the business. I'm like, we need to invest in new steamers. I was like, we need steamers. I'm like, we need like 2 fans, because since like summer's going out, I'm like, the big fans should be on sale now. And I'm like, come winter time, we need like big fans. I was like, when we want to dry our hairs for the winter time. So I'm like, we need to get some fans. We need to get some new comfy seats. We need some new steamers.
I know the fans, we keep waiting and waiting for them to go on sale, and then when they were going to go into Target and the whole section's going to be cleared out, and we would have missed the sale probably.
Yeah, the one like the big like 20-inch fans.
Yeah, we saw like for $49 the other night.
Yeah.
We didn't get it. I just thought that was just expensive for them. But I know we're going to use it, definitely.
We totally are, because like the fans we use are like little round, small little fans. Like, we need something big.
Because you know what? We don't turn them off all the time. We
like
leave the house.
This is like one of our hair dry fans. Like it's just small.
Well, you leave the house like
10
air
inches.
conditioners, and we don't unplug them. And I think that the blades are getting slower and slower.
But I want something big that it's gonna like get my whole head like at once and blow all my hair
forward. Like a cyclone, I think it's called.
Yeah. Did y'all get a new tripod?
Yeah. Right, like that after that week when that thing
when it came popping off. Yep. We got
I just want to looking flat in the top. I think from all my demonstrations. We're filming tomorrow, right? Are we filming?
I believe we said we were filming.
It's very dry now. So
how long does it take your hair to dry with that? It totally depends on what the product is. Like CURLMIX the other night took like an hour and a half. But sometimes some products will take like 3.5 hours. We're still sitting there and our hair is still damp and we're like, you know, our hair is not dry yet. So it totally depends on the product and how thick it is. It can vary.
Someone said I made it. Do they mean they made it to the chat, or do they mean somebody said?
She probably meant
have they made their own deep conditioner?
Oh.
Someone said if anyone made their own creamy deep conditioner, and then someone said I made it. Does that mean they made it to the chat, or they made their own conditioner?
Yeah.
Christmas wish list.
I made it to the chat. Oh, welcome.
Okay, welcome.
Hey, another Taylor in the house.
Timmy, here's a good thing. Okay. I like that handheld one. I wish it didn't break.
To us, like Walmart has a good fan for $20. I want like a 20-inch fan, though, 25 inch, like a good size. This one I think is 10 inches, like a little 10-inch round one. Like we want bigger ones. We need 2 good big ones. So you can go your way and I can go my way and we can dry our hair.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
See, everyone likes those tips.
Yep, that tip, it worked. Hey.
It was a game changer.
I guess you know a little something.
You'll keep me another day.
I'll keep you another day on the channel. Yes, it's about that big. I love it. Okay, so we have to go check out Walmart then. Sometimes Walmart's deals are better than Target deals.
Yeah.
It can vary between the two.
Yeah, really. So it's funny, like I like Target's products, but I like Walmart's brand food. Like, you know, I don't like, you guys know I don't like that Market Pantry from Target. How many times have I keep repeating that
You
whole
don't like
mantra?
Market Pantry.
I don't like Market Pantry.
You made your own barbecue sauce yesterday.
I sure did.
Or you thought you did. I don't know.
I did.
She put ketchup and mustard and some vinegar in a bowl and she stirred it up and called it barbecue sauce.
I did, because that's what my mother taught me growing up. I swear. And then she used to get chicken and brush it on the chicken and throw it on the grill. That was barbecue sauce when I grew up. Now, is that really barbecue sauce, or that was just like my poor man's growing up, like Spam, and that was our barbecue sauce growing up? I don't know, but I loved it. I thought it was good.
Tosh, what Walmart did you go to? I like the where did we go to get fab? The Waterbury Walmart, right? That's the good. No, the dog is it Naugatuck or is it Waterbury?
For what's that?
Fabric. That's like a good
a
good Walmart.
It's Waterbury, right?
Waterbury.
Yeah,
It's Waterbury.
because that's when we get our fabric. I want to buy new fabric. So
I know.
We need some new
I
backgrounds.
know. We want polka dots and stuff. I hate patterns.
That could be salad dressing.
That could be salad dressing. Ketchup and mustard and vinegar. I'm probably not sticking that on leaves.
You see, the funeral so good to watch. Sad and joyful.
You've been having me eating so much spinach lately. It's like coming out of my ears.
Baby spinach, I love it.
Everything, you're like, just throw some spinach on. Just throw some spinach on. Let's throw some spinach on. Like, Mom,
oh, that's right.
Sick of spinach.
Tosh is around us. She knows dog talk.
The Naugatuck.
Yep.
Okay.
The Waterbury's always low on stock. Yeah, Target is more expensive, I think, but they just have cute things, cute plates, cute birthday party things, birthday party paper plates, cups. Their stationery section's cute, leather hair care section. Walmart, I just don't like their hair care section that much. If they even call it a section.
Yeah, Tosh said Target has cuter things, Walmart has better prices.
Yes, absolutely. In a nutshell, that's it.
Yeah. I'm thinking ketchup, mayo with vinegar. Mayonnaise is out forever. It's canceled. I am not.
I know you don't like mayonnaise.
I don't like mayonnaise at all.
I love mayonnaise, but I mean, I did not like it. I grew up with mayonnaise. That's how we made a sandwich growing up. I never put mayonnaise
like,
on
I
a
hate
sandwich.
when people at restaurants, like mostly diners, when they assume, like if I get a BLT, I want mayonnaise on my sandwich. Like, I did not ask you to put mayonnaise on that. And then when I told them I don't want mayonnaise on it, they like scrape it off and give me my sandwich back. Like, no. You gotta make the whole thing again. I can't eat it knowing there's mayonnaise. There was mayonnaise on it. There's still a remnants of I don't like mayonnaise. It's like a mindset. If mayonnaise like goes in my mouth, I get like skeeved out. Like I don't like mayonnaise at all.
Jessica Johnson said, any good products out there for coily curls that helps with moisture and defining? Coily, are you saying it as a texture? Sometimes they'll say curly and then there's coily, which would be more like towards the fore, or you're just saying for curls, coils, whatever. What are you making the distinction with?
Andy, I detest mayo. Mayo was never canceled for me. I know some people love mayonnaise. I was in Subway line today, the person in front of me, she's like, I don't have mayonnaise on my sandwich, and the guy went back and forth, like just all this mayonnaise on her sandwich, and she wanted mayonnaise, but I was just like, mayonnaise.
As I am Lux for coily hair.
Don't they have a coiling jelly? As I am coiling jelly?
They do, because you know they have a curling jelly in the jar, and then in the original line, and then I saw a brown jar the other day that had coils, because the original one I think was for curling jelly, and then this is like coiling jelly for As I Am. I've never tried it, but I did see that they had another.
The Talio Wahid Curl Definer, I think, is a nice thick product, and it's moisturizing. We have a video on that. The Talio Wahid Apple and Aloe. I don't know why I just thought about that, but that was a really good wash and go. And that product was nice and thick and nice.
Yeah, and with our texture, which would be kind of like more like curly, I think, we diluted it in our video when we showed how to use it. But I think probably for coily hair, you could probably just go straight in with it, right? Yeah.
Is it marketed the As I Am for coily hair? I feel like it is. Lately, all the companies have been marketing things like, I feel like strictly for
coils,
for coils, like type 4 hair. A lot of these companies are coming out with stuff that are like, this is for fours, this is for fours.
Curls in the making. I definitely want to try Oyen. Somebody said the refreshing spray. Even though, you know, because we're product junkies, so let me not just try to...
Caramelized Sugar. What's their Labor Day sale? What's
Who's
the,
that?
Talia Waheed?
Oh, okay. But anyway, while you're deciding about the Labor Day sale, the LoriAnne handmade spray. I think there's one called Grape Juice, one berries and something, but I definitely want to try the LoriAnne handmade stuff. The Dew, their hairdo, yep. Oh, the hairdo is, I think, like creamy. There's a spray, there's a Grape Juice, I think, and there's another spray.
40% off.
What's that? 40% off.
Talia Waheed, her stuff, 40% off.
CCJ, I don't know. It has to be on the shelf somewhere where I can smell it.
I think it's out of stock. I know it's out of stock on their website. It is out of stock.
Honey hemp, is that that's the co-wash, the honey hemp conditioner, or is it co-wash? I've seen that before. But the Camille Rose lavender, I have to see how strong the lavender scent is, because lavender can be gnawing at times, so I don't like every single lavender smell. So I'm not sure yet. It has to be on a shelf where I can smell it.
The conditioner.
The deep conditioner by LoriAnne. Yep, I've seen it, but I haven't tried it.
Yeah, we have to smell how strong that lavender is, because we're really not lavender folk.
It can be strong. Okay.
Strong.
I'm glad we held off on that.
People are saying that the gel in the line is stronger than the curl maker.
Really? Wow. But it smells like lavender though, right?
It smells like lavender though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So naturally, Natalie says, I was nervous about the lavender smell, but it's actually not that strong.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of lavender. I do like it on my Swiffer pads though.
Yeah, I know. I do think I get lavender on my Swiffer pad.
I've heard the lavender scent is strong. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we'll have to see what we can do.
Yeah.
See what we can do. Zoo. That's funny. Because everybody's nose is like kind of different.
Yeah, because years ago they had a line, and what's that store in the mall? L'Occitane, I think it was. And they, for their troubled skin or acne prone skin or whatever, they had the whole lavender line. And that was tolerable, even though it definitely had a distinct smell of lavender, but I like that because of the healing properties of that. Remember the lavender line in L'Occitane? Remember, they used to come in those little tin canisters, I'd open it up and I'd put it on the little cotton pad.
Yes.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
So.
You know what store I can't do though? Lush.
Oh my
That
gosh.
store you can smell like across the mall. Like you could smell the store as you're walking up on it, and just we're sensitive to perfumes and stuff anyway, like the smells of stuff, and like that store, it's so strong.
And
but the stuff looks so cute.
It is.
The little bath bombs and stuff.
So cute. But yeah, just the smell to work there. I wonder if you would get adjusted to it. But then every day when you come out the store, you get the fresh air, and then I would just dread going to work every day, just going back in there. I would have a migraine every day.
Yeah, it's like certain places have distinct smells. Like Lush has a smell, Dunkin' Donuts has a smell.
When you walk by them, I don't know how Abercrombie gets away with that.
What else? Subway has a smell.
How Abercrombie and Fitch gets away with that. Where everybody has to enjoy the smell as you walk by the door. I mean, it's like they shoot it out of the vents, facing the hallways. Like, if you want all that perfume, put it back in your store. But they almost like shoot it out the vents when you walk by in the hallway and you pass an Abercrombie and Fitch. It's just perfume on steroids, as I always say. Perfume on crack. It's just, come on, Abercrombie. Not everybody wants to smell your smell. All right, like, because there's like Gymboree across the hallway, maybe a little baby store, and then what was it? The Limited, I think, used to be across the hallway. And so then Abercrombie just takes up the whole
Who remembers
hallway.
Limited 2? Anybody shop at Limited 2? I used to love Limited 2. Then they changed it to Justice, I think.
Yes.
I loved Limited 2 though. It was so like Lizzie McGuire to me. And like remember I got like the scarves, and I just loved all the furry stuff, and I loved Limited 2.
Daisha Peace, I used to work at Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh my God.
Do they have a lot of rules? Because were you the one that tried to work there? They certain looks, like you have to look Abercrombie-ish. All right, who was it that wanted to
I don't know,
work
maybe
there?
one time I was looking for something, but I know like back they didn't let like people wear hijabs or braids in their hair. They couldn't have braids.
Yeah,
and
plain face,
plain
me and all my
face.
eyeshadow, that would be out.
No.
They were not
She
having
said
that.
she worked there for 3 years.
Wow.
They do have a lot of rules. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
no, they have like a look.
Yeah. I can't even wear perfume anymore. No, I can't.
Even when I do my little Bath and Body mist, you're like okay, enough.
Oh my God! And I remember when I was younger, I used to use that Christian Dior Poison when it first came out. I used to love that. Just maybe because of the packaging again. Little did I know, I was a packaging person in the making. The cute little jar, it was supposed to be like, it was green poison.
Curls in the making. I don't think they do that anymore. But the hijab thing, I think like they're. Yeah. I don't think that's a rule. But I think it was like a situation at one point, like a lawsuit and everything. That wasn't an issue, but I don't think that's an issue anymore. But it was at one point.
No, they definitely have a look, but I don't think a lot of people can get away with that. No one can get away with it.
Why is the store dark? I know, like Hollister is so dark in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Set the mood.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Girls in the Making was ready to go.
You gotta tell them about us picking music for the end of our videos. Speaking of being in the mood and like music and stuff, oh my gosh, you had me dying the other day. Cause there's like we have to agree on like certain things, like you know, like music at the end of our videos and like certain things, you know, that like we might want to say in a video. We just kind of like have to agree, you know, because we have like a certain image we want to.
Yes, and
keep
and again, 2 different ages. Okay, I'm 51, you're 25, and our taste in music is not that different. But when it comes to our videos, I'm not having all this mood music. Okay, at the end, like all this like Saturday night, dim the lights. Like I'm not doing all that. So you know, like a lot of people from college and everybody's an up and coming rap artist, up and coming performer, artist, music. We're constantly getting tracks and you can use this for free and all that. We don't even want to use it for free. Okay, that's just my opinion. But anyway, so how far do you want me to tell the story? Because we never know who's watching, who's listening.
I don't know. Do you want
I'm so scared now to say anything. Because people are coming for us in the comments these days. I'm too vocal. I'm just going to sit over here and mind my business.
Jan says, Lori, you're 51. Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to tell a story about what happened the other day, or we can just go with that story, girl?
Let me just. I'm intimidated by our comments now. I'm too vocal, guys. For all that you guys are new in the room, people are coming for us. Me in particular in the comments. So I gotta slow my roll. I can't be too vocal. So I have to think about it as the night wears on.
Okay.
Because it was really, and I saw right through it the moment I was there, and I'm like, what did he want? I'm like, you'll never hear from that again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No mood music, I guess.
No mood music. No indie music.
No
Don't send any tracks. They send, and then I was sitting there listening, and then with a scowl on my face anyway, because I was like disapproving.
Yeah, one track we got one time, like it sounded good in the beginning. Like it was pretty like lull, and it was like okay, like we have to like imagine if we can like show our hair and kind of get like a rhythm like at the end of the video. You guys know how we do, like at the end we lean in, show our hair, laugh, throw stuff up, depending on what the video is. We all know like at the end of the video there's always like a little bit of music before we shut it down. And so we did get a track one time, and I'm like, Mom, like, you know, if someone wants us to like use their track at the end of our video, I'm like, let's just listen to it. I'm like, we're looking for new music or a new sound.
So I'm sitting there looking like a mother. Go on and push the button. Go on and play it. Let me see.
And so like I play it, and like it's kind of the beat is nice, like it's coming, like it's nice, and then all of a sudden like it just like goes from like 0 to 100 real quick, and all this like
sultry, seductive, like Saturday night, like I said, dim the lights, get the wine, like no. I'm like, are you kidding?
And the guys like all this like I don't want to say like it's moaning, but it's like this weird vocalizing, like
yeah.
You were like, no. We're like, what?
No.
We were like, absolutely. You were like hollering, like I put it in the video and posted. I'm like, Mom, we're just hearing a song. You're like, oh, you're like, no, absolutely not, absolutely not.
All right, Daisha's fighting my cause. She doesn't want me to change. She asks me about me to speak my mind. Listen to the loyal ones. the day ones, right?
The A ones
since day ones. Okay.
Yeah. And so yeah, no, it sounded good. And then like the man started singing, and it went from like 0 to 100. You're like, absolutely
not. But that wasn't the last that we heard of it. So there we were the other day. I have to tell it.
Well, you might as well tell it. What are they gonna do? Fight us?
Right,
no, I'm
kidding. First of all, I have to get my credit. Thank you, Jan. Can't believe, girl, that I'm 51. Okay. All right. So anyway, there we were minding our business. And all right, who was here last week when I said I don't know what it is about my presence? I don't know. I said I can walk into a room and all of a sudden people start stubbing out cigarettes. They start hiding beer bottles, wine bottles behind their back. Their demeanor changes, and I simply just walk into a room. I say nothing. I feel like I look pleasant. I don't know what it is about just the presence. Just me walking into the room, minding my own business as usual. All of a sudden, like this air of respect comes over a person. You know, they nod their head. You know, hi, Miss Wesley, or you know, whatever. You know, it just changes all of a sudden. Like, it's like all of a sudden like they're intimidated, and this massive amount of respect comes over, and I don't know, you know, what it is, but I appreciate it definitely, because no one calls me by my first name if you're your age or younger. I mean, I just grew up with that respect. I Mrs. whoever my last name is. Like, no one calls me by my first name, especially little kids. Or if I don't know you, I'll tell you who I am, and I'll let you know what you can call me. But whoever I meet in person, it's just something about, I think, my presence, and I don't know what it is. But anyway, so we're at the club the other day, and
the gym. Does anybody else call it the club? I'm like, Mom, stop calling it the club.
Yeah, all right. And so am I aging myself when I say
call it the health? Well, you call it the health club, but then you shortened it to the club. I'm like, it's the gym.
All right, the gym. All right.
When you said the club, it seems like we're at the club.
No, I just finished talking about the mood music. I'm hardly at the club, but though there's nothing wrong with the club. I had my clubbing days. Those days are over. But anyway, all right. So anyway, no, we weren't at the club. We were at the gym. So we're at the gym, and a guy that was a father of one of your friends years ago came into the club at the gym. I'm not changing that, all right? It's the club. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so walked right on by me with that air of, again, respect. Like, but we're the same age practically. You know, he could be older, I could be older, I don't know, but we're parents, all right? He knew me from the school that you guys went to. So came in very quickly, like walked by me, not an acknowledgement, but just kind of like walked on by.
The gymnasium.
LoriAnne
in the club. They said the club and the gym are not the same thing. You say to everybody at Wi-Fi Adam, where you guys going? The club? I'm like, the gym. Like, I'm going to the gym.
Really? Okay. I don't know where I got the club at.
The club.
I don't know where I got the club at.
In the club. You in the club though. All right.
That mom stare. I think, and then you're like, your piercing green eyes. I'm like, I swear it's not. I'm the most pleasant. What did Trump say? He's the most humble person.
Yeah.
If I have to say I'm the most pleasant, then maybe I'm not. Right?
The most pleasant person. Tanetta Church says, in my 50-cent voice, you find me in the club. Like,
I know, I was listening to that one time. And you were dating somebody, and they're like, and I had headphones on. I think I was driving. You guys were in the back, and they're like, we hear what your mom's listening to.
You're blasting 50 Cent in the club in your headphones.
I know. That was my rogue moments. One of my rogue moments. Okay. I always go off script, guys.
Okay.
All right, so anyway, so we're in the gym, in the club, wherever, and so I'm on one of the machines, huffing and puffing. No, normally I just walk the treadmill, minding my own business. This day I was being extra,
Bottle full of
and
wine.
I was really extra. So extra, I was only on for like maybe 6 minutes. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna
picked
pass
the most
out.
extra machine that had your knees like.
Yeah, what's that one?
It was kind of like an elliptical,
Yeah.
but typically ellipticals go like this. Like that one had your knees going up and down like that. I don't know what you were doing.
So
it was horrible.
So the guy walks by, nods, you know, respectfully. I nod back, whatever, because I'm trying to basically work out. And next, you know, he sees you, and he starts holding like a major conversation. So I'm like, what did he want, okay? And so then you're like, all right, can I tell the whole story? I'm going to tell the story, right? Because we're going to run into home.
I guess you're going to tell the story, Ma. I don't know what you're leaving out, but okay.
We mean, no offense, this is from my version, being a 51-year-old mother, and just kind of like the way I took it in that day. So there I am, minding my own business, working out, and he walks by me, didn't talk to me about it, but came right over to you and said that he wanted, you know, no offense, you have a voice, but there's nothing exciting about your voice. It's just a voice, okay? It's not, say, sultry. It's not, it doesn't have any sort of an accent to it that can draw people in. So I don't know why your voice would be worth 4 words for $250. Outrageous, and I didn't believe it from the start. So I said, what did he want? And he's like, he wants to pay me $250 for 4 words to say. I'm like, what are the words that he wants you to say? But you didn't know that yet. And I'm like, why didn't you get that kind of information? I said, we can't just be connected with just anybody and everybody. What are the 4 words? And so we never knew. So I said, you'll probably never hear from him again. And we really kind of didn't. Maybe he said that it was going to be, I think we were there that Thursday. He wanted to do some recording that Saturday. Still waiting. And I don't like people, as my grandmother would say, that aren't men and women of their words. Now, eventually the call came through, but midweek this week, from his son that initially gave that blasting music, that sultry bedroom music, and I said, absolutely not. And I said, the thing is that they probably want your voice, the 4 words, because they think that I'm going to be impressed that the fact that you said 4 words and now we're going to put that on one of our videos. The answer is still no, no, and no. No, no, not at all. Doesn't change it just because your voice is on there, because I said...
You were like, there's nothing unique
about your voice.
You're like, if anything, you sound like a child. You like dragged me. I'm like...
I didn't mean to. I was just saying, I just thought it was just very sneaky kind of, and I said, why didn't he like just out of, can I say out of respect for me, like just say, hey, where's Taylor, or I was going to ask him to do this. He did all the business. I guess you're a grown woman, he can do business with you, but I felt like it was going to be something that was going to be on our channel, and I felt that he was thinking as long as your voice was on it, then I would just be like, oh wow, we have to have that as our outro now on our channel. No, it wasn't. I wasn't going to be convinced. Just because you said 4 words. And
well, LeBron said, here's 4 words. No, 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 no.
No, and no. And then the price, 4 words for $250. Like, you're not like showbiz. So I didn't. So I'm always watching. Maybe I need to watch and mind my own business.
You are.
Sometimes.
I was like talking to him. I was like, I thought I was making a business deal. I turned around and there you are staring at me. You're like, what was that about? And you were like, no. You're like, no. You're like, your voice. You were like, what's so special about your voice?
I'm like, your voice? 4 words for $250? Like, what are you saying exactly? And I said, no. And I said, you have to be so careful these days what you say, who you're connected with. And I said, 1 minute you say 4 words, and next you know that they get into some sort of legal trouble, and there we are. And, you know, I'm always worried about... I'm always kind of worried about, like, reputations and who you connect yourself with. You know, you judge by the company that you keep. Not saying that they're bad people at all, but just very curious that this large amount of money for 4 words, not 4 paragraphs, not 4 sentences, 4 words? Like, what could the 4 words be? And where would this music be played? I don't know where it would be played. What are the other words connected to your 4 words?
Yeah, before I, like, after I say the 4 words, what's the rest of the song?
That's what I said. I said, you can't just have your voice just used for anything. That's why I used to always say, be careful of pictures and things that you take. Okay, let me tell you guys the story when I was in my 20s.
You were going to be recording an alibi. He was with me.
Your reputation is everything. It really is, and you don't realize until...
Don't put your hood up if you get wrapped up in his past.
Because I was just concerned about, after you left the studio, what those 4 words would be connected to. What would be the rest of the soundtrack? What would be the rest of the music? What else? Is there going to be cursing in there? Is there going to be bad lyrics? Is there going to be bad message? So
I think it was some type of like
I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
I can't. I think the 4 words he said, like, it was like some type of like breakup song, so I had to say some like dramatic female line in the beginning, like, you know, you won't even listen, or like, or it was something like dramatic like that. It was some type of something I had to say. It was some dramatic whatever. And
no, genderless nail polish. We never found out the 4 words. All right, so let me tell you guys this story. It was kind of funny. I was so young. This goes to show youth, and everybody always try to break into showbiz and all of this. So I lived in California, and that's, I guess, where dreams are made, okay? And so I was in my 20s, of course, married. You guys were little kids. We went on a trip somewhere. I don't remember where we went, but when we came back, I was hungry. So I ran up the street to a Chinese restaurant, and when I was in line, you know, young, tan, in California, had little shorts on, little Daisy Dukes, whatever. And a guy came up to me. Yeah, well, Daisy, okay. And then the guy came up to me, and he said that I was made for movies. You know, when you're 20, you're just like, really, like all starstruck, all wide-eyed, like, really, me? You know, and so he's like, yeah, and he goes, has anybody ever approached you before? And I was like, no. And he goes, well, here's my business card. And he said, so then he asked my number, so stupidly, me being in my 20s, just gave over my phone number. This is like when your phones were on the wall in the house, in the kitchen, you know, they call into your house way before cell phones. And so I gave him the number, stupidly. And so I got my Chinese food. We're just chatting in line, you know. He said my name was going to be in lights one day, okay? So, all right. So maybe a couple of days later, now my mother was coming out to visit within a week. So I was so excited. I went home. She lived in Connecticut at the time. I was in California, and I told her. And she didn't really like pay enough attention to it because she was waiting, I guess, for the phone call. Again, maturity, and me thinking he's going to call because he said he was going to call. Well, he did call. So 2 or 3 days later, he called. He asked to speak to Lori. It's me. And so he said, okay. He said, I've given this a lot of thought. He said, first I'm going to need a portfolio. So I was like, oh, like what does that entail? So lots of pictures. He wanted me on the back of a motorcycle, facing frontwards, facing backwards, on my arms and legs, knees, everything, okay? It was going to be like a slew of pictures. So he said, but they were going to be pricey. And so I was like, a portfolio, like how much does something like that cost? And he said, like maybe at the time, like maybe $600. Well, I didn't have that money, but I didn't want to give up my chance for my name to be in lights. So I was like, oh, wow. He goes, well, you can work it off. So I didn't, he's like, you'll have to like, do like, he said, you're going to, I don't curse him, we don't curse on this channel, but he said, you're going to DAMN, well, do what I said you're going to do. Once I pay for, I'm going to front you the money for these pictures. Oh, okay. So, being young and naive, being in California, thinking, like, I didn't move to California because I wanted my name in lights. I moved because my husband lived there and we got married and I moved to California. But while I'm out there, I might as well make good use of my time. So I was going to be this, my name was going to be in lights. I was going to be a star. So when he said that I needed a portfolio to get started, and these were the pictures I was going to be taking, posing on the back of a motorcycle. I was going to be like a biker babe and all that. I was like, okay, you know, that didn't turn me off. I was like, okay, you know. But when he said that they were $600, well, I'm not a fool. At that point, I didn't have the money. And so then he's like, well, he would front me the money, but I was going to do whatever he said I had to do. So I didn't kind of like know what that really entailed. I wasn't that learned on things like that. So I don't know if I committed or I didn't. I said I was going to talk to my husband about it. And I think at that point, you're young and you're scared. I started ducking and dodging, okay? I started ducking and dodging the phone. Every time the phone rang. I don't know if we had caller ID back then. I don't remember. But I just never kind of like picked up the phone. Well, a week later, my mother came out. And again, these kind of like harassing phone calls just kept coming through. He was very aggressive. He was very, you could tell, almost, for lack of a better term, like a pimp mentality, like the way he said you're gonna, you know, basically damn well do what I say you're gonna do, all right? And I was just like, oh my gosh, like now I'm scared. I didn't know how to get out of this. And I think his name at the time was Tony Verdini. I don't remember, because I always like every now and then I Google to see if his name ever became in lights. I've never seen that name in lights, so I don't know if that was his name or not. What I think it was. What you said? You think it was or wasn't? You know how you gonna know? You were a baby.
I know, but I think I've heard this story.
Oh, I don't think
it was Tony Verdini though.
Well, I know the last name was
Verdini. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Tony though.
Oh, well, don't name what the name was. I thought it was. I don't remember. Okay. All right. Anyway, so now my mother came out, the one with wisdom. Hold on, I'm about to get dry, get scared. So
we're gonna be hiding for the next few days in case any of these people come for us.
Now my mother, love her to death, love her so much.
It's a match.
My mother's a unique person. She's a grandmother, but not like your typical type of a grandmother. Like, she's not doing any sort of babysitting. When she would come out to California, I had been out there like for ages, months, years, and I'm thinking my mother's coming, and you know, like when you leave and your mother comes out, like you're gonna like saddle your mother with your kids because you're tired, you're exhausted, and I'm thinking my mother's gonna babysit. No, it was not that type party with her. I had to get a babysitter to babysit her. I could never leave the house and leave the kids there. She's like, these kids, you raised them this way. I'm not taking care of them because they were like really active. So I had to bring in somebody to babysit my kids while my mother was there. My mother came to California for a rest. She was not babysitting. But during that time with the Tony Verdini thing, now she was petrified because she has that scariness about her. You know, my mother's now, she's 70, but back then, she's like, they're old-fashioned. They're not used to all this Hollywood and California pictures and cameras and me on the back of motorcycles and stuff. So she was like, LoriAnne, she said, you better get this man straight. And so I'm like, I don't know how. Like, I'm scared. Like, my mother was here. I'm like, Ma, you handle it. So she's like, well, when he calls, I'll handle it, because she was like me now, okay? Back then. So now, like, she's older. So now, like, basically, I've stepped up and I'm like my mother now. So the phone rang and I was brave enough to pick it up. So, no, she picked it up first, so she goes, hello, and so he was like, basically, can I speak to Lori? So she's like, this is Lori's mother. She goes, and who is this? And then he said his name was Tony, and so she's like, yeah, I heard about this. Absolutely not. My daughter's not getting on the back of any motorcycle. She's not doing that. To be a biker, she goes, that's out the question. So he's like, I don't want to speak to you. He said, I don't have like any dealings with you. He said, I want to hear from your daughter. And he said, she made a promise to me. No, I didn't. Maybe I didn't say no, but I definitely didn't say yes, but I didn't know how to get out of it. I was scared to death. And so she was just like, LoriAnne, you better get over here. You better tell this man. Because but by this point, I don't know if it was on speakerphone, but you can kind of hear what he was saying. She had the phone in her ear. I was like hearing this, and he was not playing. He told her he wanted to hear from me. It was the deal that me and him made at the Chinese restaurant, and then he called me. I gave him my number. And so I'm all squeaky scared. So I grabbed the phone, And I was like, hello. And he goes, yeah, what's going on? And so he goes, your mother talking you out of it? He goes, you're going to regret this one day when your name's not in light. And I'm like, no, I know. And I said, it's just that I just don't have the money. He goes, I told you I would front you the money. And I said, I know, my mother just doesn't think it's a good idea. He goes, this has nothing to do with her. And I'm like, well, she's here visiting and she's going to be here for a very long period of time, so I don't think I can do this. And he's like, you're going to regret this. He's like, you're going to regret this. He goes, just keep remembering this name. That's why I thought I remembered the name, because he's like, just look for my name. He goes, one day you're going to see it in lights and your name won't be next to it. Thank goodness. So I always look for the name. I've never seen it in lights yet, but that goes to show immaturity, youth.
I can't imagine you on the back of a motorcycle.
They're going to front me the money for the pictures, you know, and I've seen so many ID episodes and girls, you know, wanting these dreams of California, dreams of Hollywood, dreams of being somebody, name in lights, and, you know, the little things that you get yourself into. What if I went and met him someplace? What if I did take these pictures on the back of motorcycles? Can you imagine, like, nowadays where those pictures would pop up at?
That would be one motorcycle. You sit on the back of motorcycles.
I don't know how many motorcycles would be in that room and how many biker babes it would be. But the silly decisions you make. Now here I am, a 51-year-old woman, and I'm on the back of a motorcycle backwards. You know, okay? Like, oh my gosh. And so now I'd be exposed on the YouTube channel.
Like, is this you? Is this you?
These belong to you? Yeah. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't. I want to know what you look like in your 20s, LoriAnne.
Oh my, we have a picture.
There's one up hanging up there, right? Should I get it?
Grab that one. This is when I first moved out to California. This is before I even had my son. This is before I was even pregnant.
Oh wait, don't we have photo albums right here?
Oh please.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah. I guess you can grab them. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have a photo shoot. Yeah.
No, it's this one.
Yeah.
Let's find one good one of you.
He didn't tell you the rest. Samantha said,
Wait, this is
yeah, right. Forced into the sex trade. I know. Right? I could be famous in Germany somewhere now. I lost my chance. Oh my goodness, you're taking out all the pictures.
Oh wait, here's one.
What is this? Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Alright, here's one. Oh my, wow, my hair was natural then too. Alright, you have to hold it up.
Okay, hold on.
I don't even remember wearing my hair natural.
You guys see that?
It might have been like more like texturized, because I know I always had relaxers in my hair, so that might have been when I wet it. Because you know when you have relaxers.
Look at your curly.
Yeah, yeah, it was super curly. I didn't even appreciate that then. So I always relaxed my hair from like maybe 15 on, and I had to be 21, 22 at that point. So it's just that relaxers never last. Like every 4 weeks I was putting a relaxer in, because it would curl right back up, and to me that was like a failed relaxer. But I think it was just like the texture of my hair. It just really never really truly relaxed.
It looks like a whole other person.
Right? I know.
You look just like your mom. Can't find another one.
All right. Oh, there's another one. My hair was super curly.
You want to use that one?
Yeah.
That's fancy.
Yeah. That was fun, yeah. Oh my gosh, look at my hair there. Oh, I'm getting out of my natural hair, because I didn't appreciate it. Oh my goodness.
Okay, red dress.
Where was the, alright, so where was the one, oh, see? Why didn't I ever, you know what, I probably had to move to California, because I didn't, around here the mentality was I never wanted anyone to see my natural hair, probably. So, every picture I'm looking at, my hair was natural there. And you know, also that was probably during my pregnant times, and you can't relax your hair because of the chemicals when you're pregnant.
Here's
so
like one of like you and Spencer. They can see like a side one, like your hair.
Yeah, the curl pattern there.
Like she had like curlies.
Yeah. You know, Spencer, he was a clown for Halloween. Cute.
Yeah, your hair was so curly. So funny.
It's like the girl version of Wi-Fi Adam, right? We think Jen loves nail polish. You hurt your wrist at the gym.
Probably. And then I went to sleep one night, and then I woke up and like I couldn't bend my wrist forward or like bend it back, and it hurt like really bad. That was like 2 days ago, so it's doing better now. But
thanks, Jan. Yes, that was
You look
me in my
like, you look like a
youth.
teenager.
And a biker babe.
So.
All set. But yet, I guess in California, you know, that's the mentality. So I really thought, but I didn't know. But how, like, ominous, how threatening. And I was going to basically be his property until I paid off that $600. Can you imagine? $600 today would seem like a lot of money. So take that back 25 years ago. How much $600? How much I'd be working off that $600?
Right.
And what in the world would I be doing to work it off? Other
Right.
than be on the back of a motorcycle. I'm like a teenager.
So Wi-Fi Adam only has LoriAnne's complexion. He looks like his dad.
Oh my God, who said that?
Smith Ivy.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. I think people don't see it. My mother always saw it. And she's like, don't be fooled by the complexion. People think he looks like me, but he really doesn't. He has his dad's face, my complexion.
People say I look more like dad.
Yes, Motiqua, I'm originally from Connecticut. Yeah. And then I met my husband and moved out there because, you know, things were expensive. No one could keep flying back and forth. So I literally got engaged within a month. And we got married maybe within 4 months or something. So, yeah, I've always lived in Connecticut. And then moved out there for on and off throughout our married life. And then finally came back here, what, about 15 years ago? And I've been back here. But I always say I'm a New Englander at heart. I love New England.
Married at first sight, practically.
Yeah,
Basically.
because you never really hear those stories, like who does that, like what a chance to take. But yeah, because again, like I said, you have to make quick decisions. Because I felt I was in Connecticut. There were hardly, to me, any catches here. I'd gone through high school, went to college in Connecticut, junior college. I didn't see any pickings. The pickings were very slim. So I always had a very wise head and always thought, probably above and beyond my years. And I just thought this was a catch. I wanted to be married. I wanted to have kids. So catches weren't falling in Connecticut all the time. So my mother introduced us and we hit it off, and why not? So
I agree, Jan. He says marriage isn't the same anymore. Nobody in my age group 20s wants to settle down.
I see, I always did.
Everybody wants to be Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Forever young.
Yeah, no, I was always reasonable. So, yeah, so I moved out there, and but I always missed my family terribly back here, and we'd come back and visit a lot. But the hard parts are like when you have kids and stuff. But my husband would always fly my mother back, and so she was there when I would have my kids. But then she'd have to leave, and then I was on my own, and but yeah. I raised you guys out there, and you were born there, and your brother was born there, and Adam was born here. Peter Pan.
Neverland.
You're like Michael Jackson.
Until, you know, they're like, wake up one day and they're 35 with nothing to show for it.
It is, Karen. It is the hardest relationship ever. Work, 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 work. Ice cream sandals. I saw that name the other day for the first time. Probably get to watch you all live, okay?
Leslie LeBron's I'm single right now. My future boyfriend's probably going through a divorce right now.
Oh, Sheila writes it going straight to the back. She's at her granddaughter's dance recital.
Amanda Rourke is on her work computer.
Checking in from work computer.
Checking in from work computer.
Every single day, Karen. Yep. Five proposals, okay. The people are always surprised by that. However, I follow my instincts. They were great guys, just not for me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can want to get married to a point, but you definitely have to choose wisely. I think to be so young and to choose so quickly like that, I think you either know it or you don't. On the very first date, I think I've told the story over and over on live, where he was in California. He came to Connecticut on business. My mother knew him, introduced us. We went out on the very first date. He was on a business trip, and he went upstairs to his hotel room and brought down his business partner. And the gentleman's name was Roy Spencer. Love him to death. Love him so much. That's where I got my first son's name at, Spencer. So, and he said to him when he went upstairs, he's like, come on down, I want you to meet my future wife. Now, mind you, we were on our very first date, and he said that. So, here I am, 28 years later.
Mom, we have some people wanting advice. So we have Jan saying, what's the best advice you can give people our age about marriage? I don't have much of an example to follow. And Multiple H says, LoriAnne, do you have any marriage advice?
Okay. I think it's instinctual. I think that well, I'm still learning like the rules of it. I think because I think once I crossed the 25-year mark, I think it actually got harder. So it's like to me it's a lot of work, and then you go through the phase of like the illnesses, the struggles, the empty nest, that kind of stuff. So I think this is the hardest part that I've ever gone through. I think it was the breeze the first 25 years, and since the 25-year mark to the 28-year mark, it's been really, really, really rough. But initially, I think young girls that want to get married, I think don't sell yourself short. Don't be so desperate. I'm old-fashioned. I know the rules have changed, but I always say, don't nobody try before they buy it, because why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? That was just always my thing, and that's what I raised you guys on. I know things are different now, so that's that. But
thank you, Denise LDT.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, how sweet! Thank you. I think I only can teach from what I know and from my experience is. I think let a man be a man. I think sometimes women want men so bad that they overdo it, so they don't let them do what they're supposed to do. I think that they don't allow men to pay for dates. They want to do all this going Dutch. How do you know how a man's going to treat you before you get married? Because they're putting their best foot forward then. If you don't allow them to put their best foot forward then, you don't have no idea what they're going to be like after marriage. If they can't do it before marriage, what in the world, once you get locked into a marriage, they're going to do? So all of this, everybody, this was just me. And again, coming from a very old-fashioned mindset, I just believe let a man be a man, allow them to hold open the door, allow them to pick and choose where you're going to go. I guess you can have some ideas every now and then, but I always kind of like wanted to be the woman in the relationship. I just wanted to act very feminine and allow the man to be the man. I think that's where the rub might be coming down, because now I'm 50, and so now I'm not like the naive 22-year-old anymore. So I think I've matured, and I think almost, for lack of a better term, you kind of like outgrow that relationship, you outgrow that mindset. So that's where the adjustment part is coming now, because I came in very docile and very listening kind of to your husband mentality, and now I've grown and I know too much. So that's where I think the rub is coming in now. But you know, we'll work our way through that. But for young girls, I think not to just sell yourselves short, and especially nowadays, you guys have really no reason to. Whether you guys are working, whether you're in college, I think women today just have so much more to offer, and I don't think to go from relationship to relationship that everybody kind of like knows you. You date one guy one day, then you have your eye on his best friend the next day, and then you have an eye. It's just too common, too familiar. Your name's just like everywhere. Just kind of rein it in, you know.
Taylor Smith said, do you think the title adds pressure? Nowadays people live together for years before even getting married, but once they get married it all falls apart.
Yeah, I do think that, and that's why I don't believe in, again, just me, and I teach it to my kids. I can't tell anybody else what to do. I don't believe in that living together before marriage, because I think it becomes very habitual. I think it becomes like like almost like addictive and a habit, and you sell yourself short, because once you're in that relationship, then they don't have any reason to want to do the right thing. You're already there. You're already sharing bills. You're already seeing the worst of each other, the best of each other, and you might see too much of each other, and then you don't ever get down that aisle. So I don't believe it's something like that. I did that because of the financial part of it, where I knew I had a ring. My grandmother insisted that I get a ring before I met him, and then a month later, I think he was going to Europe. I think he was going to England, and I think the first year was England, and this was just my family's thinking and the way I was raised. They were like, I can't believe that a guy would date you, and again, almost like brag that he's going to England and not invite you. And like, I had just met him, but my family was like really feeling kind of like weird about that. They're like, why wouldn't he invite you to something like that? And it sounds weird because we weren't married, but they were just thinking like, what kind of a mindset does that take? But little did we know at the time, he was already preparing and thinking of taking me. So once I get the invitation to go to Europe with him, now my family is like, now you got to be engaged. You're not flying off. They said to Europe, they said with some man that you just met, so that they basically said, I'm just going to be blunt about it, so he can use you up out there and throw you back on our doorstep. They said, absolutely not. So he literally had to prove that like this was going to go forward, and so he did. He took me to New York. We went to the Diamond District, and we got engaged within a month because I wanted to go on the trip. And so that's why we got engaged within a month. And then came back, and then like 4 months later, then we like planned for moving fast because he lived in California, I lived in Connecticut. We knew this was going to work. So no sense in just wasting time, everybody flying back and forth, you know, wasting money. So I moved out there. But before I was married, because you have to like make plans to do like the right thing. So, but it wasn't more, that's why it was so quick. It was like, I knew him. So I maybe was out there 3 months, and then with plans for marriage. Like we're making plans for marriage, and I was decorating and all that stuff. So that's what I did. But I think that when you know that there's future plans, I just definitely don't believe in living together, because I don't ever see it ever turning out good. I don't ever see anyone ever making it down the aisle once you allow yourself to live with somebody. When do you ever get down the aisle? And when you move in, is it planned because you're going to get down that aisle, or you're just living together for what exactly? I always say, for what? Why exactly? If you're good enough to live with him.
It's your favorite question to me. I'll ask you, for what? For
yeah,
what?
Like, for what?
This,
like,
this, and that, for what?
What's the point? Like, what's the end game?
Yeah.
You just gotta live indefinitely? Like, when do they ever make commitment? So, those are just that's what you were raised on. My mouth 24/7 and strong commitments.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You have to know, like, kind of like when to hold them and when to fold them. Like, even in, like, relationships that you've been in for a while, like, will this person ever commit? Like, how many more years? Like, some people, like, even though she got the prince, getting ready to be king now, but, Kate Middleton, she dated him for, what, 10 years?
Yeah, Wadey
or something. Yeah, she dated him for 10 years. Like, that's, like, I can't see myself dating someone for 10 years. Like, that's a long time. And then for it not to work out,
yeah,
that's 10 years. Like, that's a long time to just, like...
And especially if a guy is honest enough up front to tell you he has no intention of marrying you, y'all can just live together. Like, why? If you're good enough to live with somebody, cook for them, take care of them, clean the house, be a part of their life, why aren't you good enough to marry? I just don't think that, like, I would want you to do that. I think you're worth far more than that you would live with someone and they wouldn't make a commitment to you. When would they ever make a commitment? So, I just
But then sometimes you see, like the happiest couples who aren't married, and, like...
Which ones exactly are you talking about? which happy couples?
I don't know. There are couples who are, like, together and they're happy, but, like, they're not married. Like, who's not married? Isn't, Oprah's married. No, I don't know.
I don't know of anybody that's not married living together, really.
Okay.
I just really don't. Do you? I mean.
No, but I'm sure there are some, right?
Perhaps. I don't know.
LoriAnne wants receipts.
I do. I can't gather couples right now in my mind, names of anyone that's living with someone and with no commitment for future plans. And I mean, like, serious commitment. Okay, I mean, like, serious.
Oprah and Stedman. Okay, Oprah's not married. Oprah and Stedman. I said Oprah under my breath, but, like, I was like, I don't know, maybe Oprah is married. Like,
well, I always say Hollywood. You can't compare yourself to Hollywood. They got nanny out there, and you know we don't have no nanny here. So Oprah can take care of herself. All right, so I'm looking for teamwork here. Oprah could care less if long in the tooth Stedman walks out. Okay, but we're talking here some commitment, and Oprah's not of childbearing age. You know, so there's like a lot of different factors in this.
Well, it's an arrangement.
Yeah. So she probably just wanted like a companion and stuff. So I think that this idea of I'm going to, and what sometimes would get to me is that again, plenty of people in the family, pregnant, before marriage, all that. Not judging. I'm just saying what I wanted out of my life, because I needed a lot of help. I wanted that. Commitment when I had my kids, and plus I didn't want to like do it on my own, but I think that what was I going to say about kids? I was going to say something about we were talking about Oprah, Stedman, the commitment of relationship, kids.
You want to help? So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Married, does that lock it down?
I felt
So even if they want to leave, like, they're not leaving.
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult, and then you have children there, and you have to answer to these kids that you brought into the world. It's just, I think people take things just too lightly nowadays, and that was just one of the things that I felt my standards were and what I raised you on. Even my boys, I just would want better for them, and I would want them to do better by a woman. Oh, I know, getting people pregnant, and then why they're pregnant, because I think women want the wedding, but they don't want the marriage. That's the point I'm making here. Everyone loves the wedding. They love planning the veil, the gown, flipping through bridal magazines, and they know how to get you, because we started getting bridal magazines in the mail, and I'm like, yep, they know, around 24, 25-ish, women start looking at wedding gowns and stuff, so they send great, bigger than me, thick, big bridal gowns, because women get so wrapped up into the planning of the wedding, and then afterward, they don't realize that's just one moment in time. That's just one day, 3 or 4 hours. That's it. Okay, all that expense, thousands and thousands of dollars. Great. My grandmother used to say the bigger they are, the harder, the quicker they fall. That was just my grandmother, okay? So she hated big weddings because and I never knew the reasoning behind it, but not everyone's big wedding is going to crash. But I just think, let's not have so much planning of the wedding, but let's like plan the marriage afterward. What are you going to do? What's the commitment in the marriage? And then if you get someone pregnant, and the man like, well, we'll get married afterward. That way you can get into a wedding dress. No, I would try to squeeze into that wedding dress ahead of time, and then let's have the big wedding afterward. If you want me to be slim in a wedding dress, but no, I'm gonna be big going down the aisle in a wedding dress right now, okay? And then we'll plan, because all of this we're gonna have the baby first, and then once you have the baby, then I'm gonna marry you. And I've never seen one yet to happen. Never seen one that said have the baby first and then I'll marry you after you have the baby. I haven't seen it yet. In my time or yours.
No receipts.
I have some receipts, but I'm not going to say who they are.
I agree. Curly hair tail. She said she'd rather have a strong marriage and a low key wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never like dreamed about having a great big like huge wedding. That was never in my cards.
My marriage was so low key. It was at the Justice of the Peace, basically in Vegas, I think. It was funny. We literally rented the gown, rented the tuxedo, and had my little puppy that we got when his name was Ruff when I first moved out there. So it was no great big wedding. It was very simple. At like the little wedding chapel, you know, all those chapels in Vegas. I don't know where we got that idea to fly to Vegas, but we did, because it just takes a couple seconds to say your marriage vows. Then the work begins. So I was never big on planning of the weddings. Jessica's advice just gave me life. Everything that glitters isn't gold, right? Yeah, Denisha sounds like my family. Justice of the Peace, yeah,
a big party after the honeymoon. My uncle wanted to get married. My aunt didn't. However, after she got pregnant with the second baby, she decided to go ahead. They've been married for 25 years.
Okay, see? And those stories are okay, because like you have a success story. That's a substantial length of time, 25 years. I mean, not everybody is just going to like fall in love or get engaged right away and walk down the aisle. I mean, it might take some adjustments and some working out the circumstances, but as long as like you're working out the plans, I just don't have this never closed, never finished story. Just get with somebody, move in, and there's just never any ending to when does it come to an end, when do you commit? And that's just only my problem with it, just the moving in. Like, that's just the way relationships are supposed to go. You meet somebody and you move in with them. I've heard of people meeting somebody within a month, they're living with the person. You know, what sense does that make? And they do it repeatedly. So you break up with somebody, meet somebody else, and move in with that person. I just don't get that at all. I guess it's not for me to get, but I just don't get it. Good talk.
And I get these talks around the clock. So now she's sharing the wealth with y'all.
Angela, 20, wait, let me see, Angela, there's 20 years here. Wait, who's 20 years, TCJ or Angela? Congratulations, happy early anniversary.
I think Angela.
Oh, 20 years?
16 years.
16, wow, okay. See, that's substantial time. People putting in our time, doing time. Saturday, a lot of hard work. It's my third job, right? Yeah. No, we'll be waiting at the altar. Married at First Sight. Yeah, I've seen that show. But I think there's probably something in that whole idea of married at first sight or arranged marriages because I think you don't romanticize it so much. You understand what you're getting yourself into, that it's a commitment. It's more based on the commitment and the relationship as opposed to this planning of all this great big white wedding. And then you're so, I think it's almost like a depression you go into. Almost like when you're pregnant and, you know, my whole thing was like buying baby clothes and decorating all that. And then I think sometimes women fall into that postpartum because it's just like the planning, the baby showers, the baby clothes, all that. You don't realize like the work that it takes once you have the baby there. Just something about that just puts you into a slump for a while because the excitement, you're not the star of the show anymore, you're not the center of attention, you're not going into grocery stores and places and people say, oh, you're pregnant, what are you doing, all that. Now you have a baby screaming and crying and you didn't realize what you were getting yourself into, I think. And so, but you grow into something like that. But I think with marriage is all this planning, but you're not thinking of what it takes on the other end of it. And I think I was just more of like a realist in my mind. I always kind of, you know, you have to put the work in, and it's about the relationship. And the wedding, like I said, is 3 or 4 hours one day, and after that, lights go out, church doors close, and now to be all stuck together. We made that commitment, and people are so quick to get mad and break up, and you got to put the work in, and it's a lot of work and a lot of adjustments and a lot of changes, ups and downs, and you got to put the work in. The postpartum, right? With all that planning, I didn't buy enough toys at the time. Gymboree was a big deal. I lived in Gymboree, bought baby clothes. I definitely remember specifically for Adam because he was my third and closer to like, well, not where I'm at now, but you know, I mean, Spencer was like, I was 22, so I just remember the whole idea of it. But with Adam, I remember all this planning, all this buying, all this shopping, because he was my third, and I felt like my last hurrah. So you guys, I was really young. Adam I was 30, and so I really could appreciate and grasp that, and just decorated, you know, all the shopping, the buying, just everything so cute, and what every cute thing there was to have. But it's more to having a baby than just buying cute things. Johnson & Johnson baby powder and lotion and sets and kits and diapers. I mean, there's going to be a baby that's going to go into them diapers, and a baby you're going to sprinkle with powder, and there's a lot of work with that. And but I enjoyed every minute of it. I always wanted to be a mother. I played house growing up. They called it playing house. I played like I was a real mother every doll. I played hard. I hated playing with my sister and my cousin because they didn't play as hard as I played. I took it dead serious being a mother growing up, playing with my dolls.
Hi, Jennifer. So she's popping in to say hi.
Hi, Jennifer. My mom had her at 42. She went all out. Last name, right? Yes, after you have a baby, yeah, you just don't realize your hormones are out of whack.
Can you guys still hear us? I'm froze. So they can still hear us, but we froze. Is this the same thing it did last week? We froze.
Oh, okay. Can they hear us?
They can hear us, but they can't see us.
Okay, I just read an unconventional story. She said she met her husband, where was it at? Oh, Gabrielle Sigley. I met my husband, and after 1 month we moved in together and have been together ever since. We've been married a year last month. I also asked him out on our first date to maybe we start unconventionally, but I like success stories. Yeah, it doesn't have to be cookie cutter. Everybody's relationship is the same. My end goal is, I think, the commitment aspect of it is really kind of like what I was going for tonight. Is more of the commitment. So it doesn't matter, like Marsha Brady said, it doesn't matter how I got there. The fact is I arrived. You know. So it ended up being a success story. I don't know why. Are there any young people? Why is like marriage such a taboo these days? No one really discusses it or wants to do it or wants to make the commitment. Can they hear us?
I think they can hear us. Probably they're typing.
But we're frozen.
I know, and I feel like if I touch us, it's gonna exit out.
Yeah.
That's what happened last time.
I know. I don't know why it does that.
I don't know if it's on the Wi-Fi or.
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's very hot. Oh, okay.
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
It's overheating.
Samantha Ivy said my son was born on my birthday. I didn't know that. That's so cool. So that's like Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I did not.
So are people answering the question? Sorry, it's the fan on the phone.
The reason why people don't commit is because they don't have job security. Sounds like a wind tunnel down. I know. You're trying to cool the phone down. We're blowing the fan on the phone. Oh, so Dre Richard said, I'm a millennial, got married at 22, still going strong. Okay. Wow, almost in the same hour? I didn't know that. You never told us that when we were doing our own and bragging about our birthday and we were born on the same day, because it's such a unique thing.
Music could have something to do with it too. I agree, Jan. The music, the type of music that's out now. Like back in the day, people used to sing about love and whatnot. Now, like all the songs are just like disrespectful.
Yeah. Susie J said I met my husband at 22, I'm 48, I'm still married. My boyfriend for 6 years, and we have 2 kids, very happy. To be married. What generation, Taylor, are you and Taylor Wilson? And like I said, it's just my opinion for my situation or how I raised my daughter, but you know, other people have different lifestyles and what works for them, you know, but person here. And Evelina Rodriguez. I'm MADCURLS, just getting in for the night.
Hi, we're frozen right now, but we think you could.
It's hard. I know it changed the whole complexion because, again, everything. I mean, who meets somebody and a month later get engaged and then get married? But then once we had our first child, we had Spencer. Oh my gosh. That we never had an agreement until we had our first child, and that was really rough, that adjustment. So yeah, I can't imagine not being married or having a baby. bringing them. But I guess it would be with any relationship, just bringing a child into any relationship, married or not.
This ain't no sound. It's cooling down. Should I stick it on the ice pack? Oh, it says we can hear you.
It's hard to hear you. Oh, because I think the fan is on, so it sounds more.
Okay, it's sitting on an ice pack now. It's cutting in and out. The fan is loud. Okay, is that better?
Sounds like a podcast.
Now I can hear you. Okay, yeah, the fan was moved. Okay. Y'all are real ones.
It's our voice. Yes, better. Loud and clear now.
Dad, you can probably leave it at the end of the table because it's still hot down here, the house.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
honey, put it right there. At the end of the table. Okay. Yeah, they can. It wasn't the fan.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We about that MADCURLS live life. What type of music is your favorite?
I love show tunes. I'm such a big show tune person. I love like Broadway musical soundtracks.
I like oldies. I like gospel music. I like
I said the only person I'd ever want to see in concert is Usher.
Really?
I'd love to see Usher in concert.
Every music artist, Usher?
Yeah, I want to see Usher in concert.
Really? What does he say that you want to listen to?
I want to hear, like, I mean, I like his new stuff, but I like his old stuff. Like, I feel like Usher's just, like, a great performer. Like, I'm still obsessed with the Confessions album.
Okay. Yes, Leslie LeBron. I like 80s and 90s music. My favorite musical is The Sound of Music. Okay.
I love, like, Phantom, Les Mis.
Hashtag love MADCURLS live. Oh, Les Mis. I know, you do love that. I love that movie.
That movie's such a good movie.
These are my confessions. Yeah. What was our confession story about the Confessions CD?
Oh, how the girl stole it, and then, like, you knew she stole it, and, like, you like, fake asked her to help us find it. Like, she would, like, you gave her a job, like, she was so important to find the album.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it materialized in, like, the front seat of our car.
Yeah, because we had it, and I knew. She came over, and all of a sudden the CD disappeared. And so I had to very carefully navigate that. So I gave her a whole lot of compliments that she was just irreplaceable. It really was going to take her skill and her knowledge to help us find this CD, and it materialized. Yep.
Gospel and 90s R&B Confessions is in rotation.
The Wiz, Chicago and The Wiz.
I've never seen The Wiz.
You haven't?
I've never seen The Wiz.
That was very keen, LoriAnne. Yeah. I said that's what I would do, though. That's my mentality, that whenever I see there's going to be a problem or an issue with a child, you have to really build kids up. I think sometimes people do it the wrong way and yell and scream and carry on and degrade, and I think you lose the child at that point. I always said I probably could work in an inner city school, come in, and I would want to say, you know, all the little tattletales in the classroom, that this one can't do this, or when the teacher's here, this one's not allowed to bring this to the office, and this one can't erase the, well, I'm saying erase the chalkboard, there's no chalkboard nowadays, but any job that's supposed to be known as a job in the classroom, this one can't be the line leader, this one can't do this one, because he doesn't listen and he's bad, all that. I would be like, start from a clean slate, you go sit down, you seem more like the troublemaker to me than this one is, because he hasn't said a word, and you seem to have so much more knowledge about this one, and the one in the classroom that they would point out as the troublemaker would be the one that I would start giving jobs to, because you start building up their confidence and letting them know, I don't care what anybody says about you, I'm going to trust you because I know you're not going to disappoint me. And when you start speaking that into a kid's life, I think they start trying to live up to those standards. So that's just how I've always had success when I maybe would work at camps, or when I would go and do things in classrooms when my kids were in school. And the kids would say, oh, that person can't go down to the office. Oh, they can't go get the attendance. It's whatever. I'm here now. I'm telling him what he can and cannot do, or she can and cannot do. And when you instill that in a child, that you trust them, they're so excited because no one really has spoken that into their life that they really want to live up to that. Hi, Gabrielle, Sidley. That's what I do, Sister J said, okay. Dan said, yes, LoriAnne, yes, yeah. I think there's something to that, speaking into a child's life. As the Bible says, call those things that be not as though they were. So you start telling a child that they're good. You start telling a child you're going to trust them. And you start seeing the difference because they're not used to hearing that.
My phone is ice cold.
It is?
Yeah. My phone is freezing and actually dripping at this point.
What should we do? What do you guys want us to do? Yes, CCJ, you have to expect good things and they will deliver. My mom would pray over us and does it to this day. Yeah. Move the ice pack. Oh, we just took out the ice pack. It's not coming back though, right?
No. I kind of feel like I want to hit the exit button before, like, we could potentially lose it. Like, even though it came back last week, but...
That's 972. Have to be the auntie. And first I gotta find a husband. Okay. Yeah, I think so, CCJ. Or even if they do at home, I think once they do one wrong thing in school, they unfortunately they get that reputation, and I think it's so unfair. One little thing they might do in school, like even for myself when I was in high school, one time I was hanging around with the wrong, I was gonna say the wrong crowd. Actually, it was my sister and her boyfriend, my cousin. But anyway, we got into this thing of skipping school, and we were in high school, and so I just started doing what everyone was doing, where you just basically you stole the pass from your homeroom teacher's desk and you forged his name on it. Well, I did that and I got caught, and I think the teacher liked me so much. I came from going to a Catholic school for 8 years and then went into a public high school, and so maybe my presence was a little bit different, so he saw in his homeroom that this was a girl that he could trust. This was the one that he could really depend on. And when I did that, I think I ruined my own reputation for 4 years. I think he always kind of looked at me sideways, and it was my own fault. But I think I disappointed him so much because he really saw the first day of school I was a decent girl from Catholic school and in the classroom, you know, with a lot of hardcore kids, and I just kind of like set myself aside. But when he saw I could be so deceptive and I could do that all for 4 years, I hated my homeroom because I always had to go in there and know what I did and know how he always looked at me in that way. So they always say one bad decision, you know, can really like change your life, and I think that did. Not only did I get punished for it and have to go around and clean the school, because I was going to get suspended, and then my mother said absolutely not, she didn't want that on my school record. So then they gave me like some work to do after school. But I think, good night, Leslie. Oh wait, no, who's going to sleep? Kid sister? Okay.
Yeah, 106 Andy just left too. Samantha Ivy said maybe we should call it for tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's not coming back, and we don't want to lose the replay completely.
Yeah, okay.
So, it's going to be an early night tonight, guys. Technical difficulties. But there will be the playback, which is a good playback.
Yeah.
We had a good conversation tonight.
We did. We'll continue next week with my escapades in high school.
Your escapades in high school.
And one bad decision in life.
One bad decision. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, too good to lose, they said. So, all right. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Good night, Jan. Thank you.
Good night,
Samantha.
guys.
Happy Labor Day, everybody. Last picnic of the season.
Oh, is it?
Labor Day picnic.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make my barbecue sauce. Ketchup, mustard, and vinegar, and put out a piece of chicken. Okay.
Paint it on a piece of chicken. Right.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week and some videos this week.
Okie dokie.
All right. Have a great weekend.
Let's move on to group hug. All right.
Group hug.
Group hug. Bye, guys.